confession of everything.
It's been Agatha all along. Sparky too.
Confession of everything.
It's been Agatha all along.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
It's too late to fix anything now that everything has gone wrong. It's too Agatha, naughty Agatha.
It's been Agatha all along. And I killed Sparky too.
Well, I be damned
What it is?
if your boys ain't back. Here we are in front of this damn nebula again, man. Or is it a nexus now? I don't even know, man.
It's probably a little bit of both.
Yeah. Nebulexus, I'm with it. I'm with it. Hey, that's a car, man. That might be a new spaceship, man.
Hey, you know if it came out, you heard it here first.
Right. Tell them one more time.
Nebulexus.
Let's get in here with these people, man. What it do, y'all, man? Oh man, we are back in here. We have arrived.
So let's get it poppin'.
My man, Lavish, boy, look, I feel like it's been 17, 11 years, man.
Right? This people saying they can't hear me though.
Oh, I can't hear you, y'all. We gotta crank you up a little bit then.
Super low.
Super low. I mean, well, you know, I got you cranked up, man. You about as loud as you can get. Hold on, let's see. Let's do some things. Let's work it out. Let's work it out.
Works on it, man.
Yeah.
It's very quiet. You know I'm not quiet.
Yeah, man. That's you far from that. Far from
Apart
that.
from that. We gonna get that.
That's what's
work
up.
On.
Bet.
Oh, I like this.
Yeah, me too, man. We got the tower. We got the tower tonight. You know, it all makes it. It's all for a reason, though.
Right.
It's all for a
All
reason.
for a reason. The tower in the tower. How we
Let's
gonna
see.
have it?
What the mic sound like now? They say they still can't hear you,
Still
man.
can't hear me.
Oh man, I don't know. You like maxed out on my end, man.
And they said turn you down.
Okay, let's bring me down a little bit then. Let's see. What about now? Where am I at now? Let us
We got
know.
some new tech, man. We got some new tech.
Oh yeah.
Unfortunately, we had Lavish lips are moving, but no sound.
Oh man, well, what's going on with the sound? Hold on, let's see here. What about that? How about that? Where we at?
What about that? What about that? He said, try my levels on.
They're maxed out.
He said, I am maxed out.
Let's see.
Out.
Now can they hear you?
I look good though.
Yeah, that you do. That you do.
I do look pretty good. Yep. Yeah.
Oh man, what is going on? Still quiet.
I'm not muted, and you can hear me.
No, I hear you loud and clear over here, brother. You kind of low though, but let's see. We gonna get it. We gonna get it right. Hold on, real quick. Let's try something real quick. Hold up.
I don't know if I can get any closer to the microphone.
Yeah, let's see if we can get it.
I
Hey, glitching. We got that WandaVision glitching going.
Yeah.
We got that WandaVision glitching going, man. But hold up. Let's see if we can't get these levels right real quick.
Yeah. Totally with the WandaVision and the glitching. It's all good. You know, the Joker Wild might have a point. You might have to unplug it and plug it back in.
Yeah, we might have to, you power cycle your modem 3 times, click your heels and say it's no place like home.
No place like drinking purple drink.
that too.
No place like a place to drink purple drink. I don't know though. When I got like super close, I kind of heard me a little better.
Yeah, okay. Cause
Maybe I should get all the way up on the microphone for this entire show.
Hey man, well look, it is what it is, man. We're trying to get it together.
It is.
Let's see. What we got? What we got?
Yeah.
Anything better?
Is that better, guys? Is it better if I have it right here?
All right.
Let's do this.
Now, see that's
That's
the
a
thing.
lot.
You was trying to be too casual with it. You got to get up in that mic, man.
Sure.
Get up in
sure.
that
Me and
mic.
the mic. We about to get real acquainted, man. I've had this mic for years, but
There you go.
we about to really get to know each other.
There we go. Let's get back in
Let's
here.
do this. All right,
There
let's
we
get
go.
back to the
What's
tower in the
good?
tower.
Let's get it. Yes.
There it
Yes.
is, people.
So
After
who?
dark.
Hey, we back, man. We back. That's the key, man. We back.
Totally the key. Now, I'm very suspicious that it didn't push out any notifications.
Yeah.
I didn't see any when we came on, so make sure you go and tell your brothers, cousins, sisters, mothers,
Your mamas,
fathers,
baby mamas, mamas.
mamas.
Let them all know. Let them all know. We back.
Let them all know that we outside this nebula, but we're gonna kick it. Look at this tower because we had a bunch of stuff happen.
Man, I'm
Yeah,
telling
get
you, we
on
got to get into all of it because, man, it's like what?
Man,
It was insane this week, man. Insane. It's been. How long has it been? Like all BS aside, how long has it been since we've been on?
been like 2 weeks, man.
It hasn't it though?
It feel like it's been like 2 weeks. It feel
Hey
like
man,
that.
shout to you number one for holding it down while, because I know you was doing some streaming while your boy was down here in the frozen tundra, handling
who I had to
things.
do it for?
You know what I'm
who I had
saying?
to do it
Oh yeah, of course. So yeah, man, shout to Josh holding it down. Of course, shout to my homie Lavish holding it down, man. And shout to y'all, man, all the well wishes and all that good stuff while your boy was down here trying to thaw out, it was going down in Texas. I don't know what Mother Nature was on, but I ain't with that, man. I ain't with
Man,
that.
I was like, he ain't never seen snow before.
Man, not like that down here, man. I didn't
On the door, walking outside and fall on the floor.
Oh man, look, I was being a little kid with it because look, I'm damn near 40 and I ain't never seen snow like that here in Texas. Now I done seen snow. I'd have been in some snow. But that was a whole different, man. People ain't had no electricity, and you know what happened when Nerve Avengers ain't got electricity.
Hey, I was talking
You
about that just the
you
other
already
day.
know. Like that's the lifeline right there. I can't play no games. I can't watch no, man, battery. You only got so much phone life in your battery. So yeah,
Right.
man. You know,
You gotta do what you gotta do while you're
Man.
out there in them streets.
it was exactly. You know the crazy thing about it was cats out here ain't had no water, man. You know what it's like when a Nerve Avenger can't take a bath?
Stanky.
Boy, that's stanky. That's stankonia stanky. Like that's that.
Stanky leg.
Yeah, boy, that's stinking dank, boy. It's all of them.
Stanking.
It's
nasty
wild,
out
man.
there.
It was wild, man. But
Ed, Ed, Nettie.
fortunately, things have calmed down quite a bit. You still got some people out there struggling. Shout out to my people out there still trying to get that electricity back and all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying?
One day. They'll
One
be
day,
back.
you know, it'll be back one day. But yeah, we digress.
Yes.
The main thing is that we are here, and as you can see behind us,
Yes.
it's going down tonight, man. We got a whole combat tower full of goodies to get into. First and foremost, though, man, it's WandaVision night. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, it is.
Like we
Yet
got
again.
we down to the home stretch of the home stretch. Like
You can't get no stretch here
no,
unless you got
no.
Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah, exactly. Hey,
No.
look, and the way the streets is talking, hell, he might show up too. Hell, we don't know.
Right. We
We don't know.
man.
You know what I'm saying?
We didn't get the payoff that we wanted from that engineer.
No, not quite, not quite at all,
Not
man.
quite.
But
Not quite.
it was, you know, as usual, you know, it was a little bit longer this time around, but we did have a little bit of news popping off, a little bit of stuff going down, man, that we had to, you know, that we definitely got to touch on, like.
Most deaf. You know what I'm saying? This is what happens when we gone for a couple weeks. We come back and we
just got to get it. So look, let's not even waste no more time with it, man. Let's not even waste no more time with it. First and foremost, man, you see it on the tower, but I need to know who saw that MK trailer, man.
If you ain't seen it by now, I don't know what you're doing with your life.
I'm saying, right? I'm saying.
Yes, that whole trailer, it got me. Like, I don't even care too much about Snyder Cut and about Falcon Winter Soldier too much no more. I really want to see what's popping off with
Hey,
Mortal Kombat.
like,
But they did this.
especially where the trailer went, man. Like,
Yeah.
let me see something.
Yeah.
I tell you what, if y'all want to get a peep of this trailer, either for the first time or for the first time with your boys, let me get some of them Nerve Vengy emojis. Broke
Or some
Vengers,
ones.
give us some ones. We'll take singles. We'll take you ones.
Yes, we'll take some singles. Make it rain.
Make it rain in here. Let's get them Nerve Vengers and we'll get it popping.
Dirt Wizard said he missed it.
Oh, Dirt Wizard, what was going on, man? Where have you been? Oh, well, you gonna be in for a treat then, brother.
Rainy though.
Hey, we finna get this going. I see plenty already, man. Let's not even waste no
They're so
time.
excited they starting to throw in Purple Man.
Hey, look, Purple Man, all of them don't matter, man. Let's do it.
Purple Man.
Let's get it though. Y'all ready to check this out though? Let's do that.
Let's do that.
Run it.
Bodacious Black Bat upgraded. You on Nerd
First
Venture
learned about
Prime
this 7
now.
years ago.
Welcome.
On a mission in Brazil to capture a wanted fugitive. When we got there, it torpedoed our unit in seconds.
That's
The
called
target
Oh,
has
what?
superhuman abilities.
wow.
Man.
It had the same marking you do, Cole.
It's a birthmark.
What do you mean?
He was born with it.
It's not a birthmark, Cole. It means you've been chosen.
Throughout history, different cultures all over the world reference a great
The
tournament.
Great Kung Lao.
of
ancient.
aliens. That dragon marking? I think it's an invitation to fight for something known.
Bruh.
As Mortal Kombat.
Hanzo ain't playing them games.
Oh man.
Mm-mm.
These are your champions.
I'm Sonya. Kano.
I'm Liu Kang.
Name's Jax.
Kung Lao. Lord Raiden. The fate of Earth is in our hands.
No matter how many of
Right.
my people you put in the ground, we will not fail. Kill them.
Yeah.
And this is what everybody wants to see right here.
Man.
Get over here!
Kano wins. You fucking beauty.
Man, look.
Hey.
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. Like, number one, that does MK justice. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
That
it
does MK justice. So I'm with that. I'm so with that because it looks like they're finally we're gonna get the Mortal Kombat we deserve.
Yes.
And they got fatalities, man.
Don't they though?
Like, did you see my man rip Jax's arms smooth off?
smooth off. dude.
Smooth
Like,
off, bro. Like, hold on.
not
Let me just
going
go back. We're gonna mute that, but let me just go back.
yeah.
Cause man, look, just bam! Like, bruh, come on. Come
Boy,
on,
that's
man.
girl money without them arms, man.
Oh man. And that's the thing, is like the cool thing about it is they're taking certain liberties with this lore a little bit, because you know, depending on what version of Mortal Kombat you're talking about, like it's been all kind of different ways that Jackson lost him arms. You know what I'm saying? It's Goro in the main in one story. Then they say Ermac did it in one. So it's like it's not a big deal to see it happening with Sub-Zero. That ain't even tripping me out at all.
Right. I guess it's got to say that's the coldest way it could happen.
Exactly. And that's what's dope to me, man. Is like they're taking creative liberties, but it's stuff that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Even with them adding this new character, Cole, like what's cool about that is we get to kind of experience the story through his eyes. So the exposition won't seem as forced because we're learning that the way that it goes. Like we're learning as it goes. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Well, this is kind of like a movie as if I think there's a Mortal Kombat version where you kind of get to create your own kind of character.
yes,
So
yep.
it's kind of like them taking liberties at the fact that it's a game. So
Mm-hmm.
you could insert a character and make him the main character instead of having Liu Kang and
Mm-hmm.
Kung Lao and all them, and us actually know. Liu Kang usually wins the tournament, but with this kind of dynamic, it seems like almost anybody could win.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing, man. That's the thing. And I'm just real curious to see how they work these fatalities in
Yeah,
and
man.
how that plays out on screen, man, in
I
terms of the
just want to see
story.
some of the normal powers. It looks like, of course, you got Scorpion with the spear, and then Sub-Zero throwing him through the ice wall and freezing
Mm-hmm.
his blood. Like you do all that stuff in the game, so it seems like some of these fights are going to be real reminiscent.
Yeah,
of
like
what
a video game accurate, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah,
Now,
most definitely.
there's some speculations, man, like about who Cole might be. This new character that they got. So who do you think? You think he's gonna be related or tied to anybody in the series whatsoever, or how you think this is gonna play?
Well, I mean, it's kind of like I said, it's a little bit up in the air for me because if they're going to do it this way, then like it really could be like he could be a descendant or related to Liu Kang. He could be his own character, and they could actually have it where he wins.
Yeah.
Uh, like I mean, I don't know. I really don't want to hazard to guess because like this is actually probably like the third or fourth time that
Hmm.
I've watched this trailer, and this is actually the first time that I'm actually considering the fact that it might not be a traditional or what we're used to for a Mortal Kombat story. You know what I mean?
Word.
So
I
I
got
don't
you.
know. I kind of don't want to. I don't want to hazard to guess on that. So, real quick, I'm turning up my mic on my end. Is that getting any better for you guys or no?
Yeah, let us know. Let
Anyone?
us know, man. We apologize about the slight technical difficulties. We see
Yeah,
you,
man.
Nolan. We working.
We've
We
been
working
working.
through it, man. We gonna have it right. We gonna have it right. But
We got some nerd vengers out here working on the changes.
oh yeah. See, but this is what happened when you give nerd vengers new technology. They don't know what to do with it.
Right.
We over here trying to make it work best we can, man.
Got, right. We said we got to learn. We got to do what it do and get it there.
All good. All good though. All good. We
It
appreciate
sounds
y'all though.
good. All right.
Keep us on point.
Yes.
But
Most
yeah, man,
definitely.
it's it's gonna be
But
dope,
yeah,
man.
it's go either way. It's gonna be dope regardless.
That's what's up. Now, see, I've got some ideas, man. That I think that this Cole character is gonna be some kind of descendant of Scorpion
Ah, okay.
because
What
they
makes you
kind
think
of
that?
they give you a small little hint of that in the
The
trailer.
trailer. The fact they
And
show him so much.
well, not that they show him so much, but I'll show you the screen right here. Check this out. And this is very slight, very very slight. But what I see right here, they put a lot of focus on that yellow and black, man.
I feel you. Okay.
They put a lot of focus on that yellow and black. And with the story seeming like it's going to be focused around kind of the origin story of Scorpion himself, it looks like they're doing some, because like there's scenes, showing Scorpion, Hanzo before he becomes Scorpion. That's who dude is fighting. That is fighting, with the spear in that one scene where he speared the hell out of dude in the head and like broke dude neck. That's Scorpion right there. So I think what they may be doing is telling some kind of story of and where Cole has some kind of lineage that's specific to Scorpion.
Gotcha.
And that kind of is what the reveal will be once we get, into the movie itself, man. So that's kind of where I'm leaning with it immediately. But either way, man, I'm just ready to see this movie though. I'm ready for it. I am so ready.
What other characters do you think we might get? I mean, they teased quite a few, but you didn't get to see. It seems like they changed up the traditional lineup. You know what I'm saying? It's usually Johnny Cage in there. They didn't show him at all. They got Sonya still. They got Jax, which sometimes he's usually more introduced in like as a secondary character. Now he's in the first one. So, like, do you think we'll see more characters? Maybe like Fujin beside Raiden instead of just seeing Raiden.
Yeah.
You think we'll see other cats like Melina?
I think so. I think this will be the one where they throw in, if they like, we'll get characters that we didn't really like, we're not even really thinking about. Like, I can see them throw a striker in there somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like really leaning into the pool and the depth. But then also another part of me feels like the characters might be real limited in terms of, you'll see a lot of characters. There'll be a lot of characters but in terms of who they focus on, it might just be this core group of like Sonya, Jax, Sub-Zero, and Scorpion. Yeah. And then you got, of course, Kung Lao and Liu Kang. So like that 6 might be it. You know what I'm saying? Kano will, of course, have some interplay there. And I think he'll be, the Kano Sonya thing will be, of course, one of the plot points. But they may just keep the story focused on just those characters for now. Because I see this, like, if this blows up, I can see this spinning out and being a whole either movie series or having some kind of a spin-off series on HBO Max. Like, this is screaming like streaming service. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's screaming
It's
it.
supposed to be a series on one of these streaming platforms. So the fact that they managed or wanted to make it into a movie, I think that's actually a little smarter. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you bust a movie or 2 out, maybe even 3 if it's that good.
Right.
And then you spin that on one of these HBOs or something like that, Hulu's or something, and you make it into a little TV show and keep it going.
Yeah.
And that'd be smart for Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat is almost kind of bred to be a TV show of sorts.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think it would be great to see it that way, especially if they were able to keep some of these characters in there because none of them really look like well-known actors.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I forget his name, but the guy who plays Jax, he was on Supergirl.
Okay.
He's more of a TV actor. You know how that is. They
Yeah.
get on TV, get on the show, then they do a movie like Stephen Amell. Like most of them do it. Tom Welling. So I wouldn't be surprised if they decided to make it into a TV show and you keep characters in it like Jax. Maybe he's spearheaded. he gets a camp or some shit. That'd be
Got you.
dope.
Got you. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. And, I saw that, Fan Jackson, shout out to Adam. Saw him in the chat saying you can't give everybody in the first movie. You got to leave some for the sequel. Agree with that
Right.
100%, man. You can't,
Okay.
I don't think they're going to hit you over the head, even though, like, let's just be real. It ain't like Mortal Kombat has some shortage of characters they could throw at you.
Right.
Like, I mean, they've flipped so many characters out over the years that, like, they could hit you with 20 people and still have 20 more to throw at you on a sequel. But I don't think they would go that route because I think they're really trying to focus on bringing people back and having people fall in love with the story cinematically again and being really responsive to that and then taking it from there. So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Cinematography, man, you could definitely tell they're trying to keep it away from the old school.
Oh,
Mortal
yeah,
Kombat.
without question.
Completely. There's no nothing that's the same. With this
Look,
one.
Goro, Scorpion and Sub-Zero aside, because I don't know anybody whose favorite characters are not are not Scorpion and or Sub-Zero, but that Goro though, like that's Goro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that's a Goro. You know what I'm saying? And I get like the first one was 95. You was limited on your technology. CGI wasn't really like it is now.
Though.
But
They
no,
actually
yeah,
used
for night.
animatronics for some of that.
Yeah,
So
exactly. I definitely give him credit for that. But this makes it. I mean, you talking about imaginary four-armed characters and all of that good stuff.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
at the same time, man, like I was reading or watching a video, I think it was, and one of the things that they were talking about was how they wanted to really have the movie as grounded as possible. So a lot of the locations that you'll see aren't necessarily, it's going to be minimal CGI. Like they actually went and filmed most of this in like a coal mine in, I want to say maybe Australia somewhere or something like that. So it's like they wanted the terrain, like the terrain when you see Outworld is actually what it looked like in camera on that location.
Okay.
Which is dope because that's taken, like the CGI can take you out of it sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
And that was, one of the many, many problems with Mortal Kombat Annihilation for me was the fact that it was so much CGI and special effects that it just took away from what the movie could have been. I mean, there's 50 million other things wrong with that movie, but that was one of the main ones for me, was just watching it. I didn't feel like I believed that this was, even in the fantasy standpoint, a place where like any of this stuff would be taking place.
Well, you gotta think though, because with today's TVs, some of them go up to 4K and all that.
Yeah.
When they do CGI of any kind now, like you can definitely tell on TV. Now, like in the movies, it looks great, but as soon as you get that home, you can kind of tell that it's it's an overlay. It's not exactly embedded in the video. So the fact that they took the time to actually shoot a live location, it's gonna, like when you watch it on TV or on your television, it's gonna look just as great as it did in the movies in that aspect. So
100.
yeah, I look forward to it for real.
Right. So let me see. I want to hear from y'all on the two-way real quick.
Yes.
If you feeling the Mortal Kombat trailer and you think the movie's gonna be dope, let me get those green sabers. If you think the movie ain't gonna be dope and you really worried about what Warner Brothers is gonna do, let me get some red sabers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Benches. Let's get some ones for yes and twos
for no. But yeah, I'm curious, man, because I've really seen a lot of positive responses to this trailer, man, and it's looking like off top, Nerve Vengers have spoken, man. Everybody's kind of hyped for this one.
I see some reds.
I see a couple of reds though. See Bruce Almighty, and I see you, Andrew Gibo. Yeah.
Okay. You see
Bert.
some purple people's in Bert the Nerd. What's up? He's in between.
What's up, Bert? Yeah, which I can see that too, man. I can see people being cautious about it, man. Broke Vengers chiming in. I see you. Love it, man. Love it.
Broke pinion. I like that.
Yeah, that broke pinion.
Broke
We need to
pinion.
add that. We need to add that to the dictionary.
Yes. That's
We need to
totally
add that to the
English
dictionary.
language.
Oh yeah, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. But yeah, you said you mentioned something that I didn't know. Go ahead.
No notifications this time, man. I don't know why.
Yeah, man. YouTube been on some bullshit, man. I don't know what's going on, but it's all good. For the ones that's in here, we in here.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Now, you mentioned something to me that I did not know. You said Jax the actor that plays Jackson in this movie was actually on the Supergirl show.
Yeah. He was on he was on he was in all the other stuff before, but most recently,
Right, most
and
recently.
notably, he was on Supergirl. He was
Right.
playing my man Jimmy Olsen.
Okay, because
He plays
I just
Jimmy
find that interesting, man. Because the next up on our tower happens to be
Yep.
the Supergirl. Now, this is of course our obligatory DC coverage for the sake of one Lavis. We always got to make sure we show DC some love, man. So
Right, it's a little bit.
So what's up with this casting, man? Like, who is this casting, and what do we think? What you thinking about this, man?
So from what I know, she was on, and I'll give 500 points to anybody who knows which soap opera she's on. But she's on a soap opera,
Mm-hmm.
and like the way that they casted her, buddy was on camera and asked if she wanted to fly or could fly. She's like, I'd love to, and then he was like, hey, well then you don't need this, and he got her. He had a costume there for her. And I don't know. I heard a lot of people had a lot of mixed reactions to this.
Yeah.
Because some people do like her, some people don't like her. I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't know too much about Sasha. I don't know if it's Kale, Callie, or
Mm-hmm.
California Love, but all I know is, I mean, seeing her with dark hair, I guess might be what it is.
Cool.
Because we all know that Supergirl's blonde and everything, so a lot of people don't think that she might fit. But I mean, to me, if you look at her, and especially looking at this is a render from Boss Logic. If you look at it, well, the one behind us is the render from Boss Logic. This one here, I'm not sure who did this one, but even still seeing her with the blonde hair, it looks like what they did was they took,
let's show them the blonde hair.
Yeah, they took girl that
Mm-hmm.
that actually plays Supergirl, and they just put her face over it.
Yeah.
So like that hairstyle is not for her.
Right.
But
okay.
I'll admit, in the end, she does look like a Snyder version type of Supergirl. If that's what they're aiming for, then yeah, for that kind of verse, I could see Supergirl in that world.
Yeah.
But ultimately, I think where a lot of fans are disappointed is because, of course, everybody wants Henry Cavill.
Of course.
And the fact that, like, okay, so many things have been up in the air and in limbo. It was first, we're going to bring back Superman. Then it was like, well, we're going to introduce Supergirl. Then it was like, we're going to do Supergirl first. And then they were like, okay, now I scrap that. We're going to do Superman. We're going to do Superman first. And then they're like, now they're back to, well, we're casting Supergirl. But we have no idea what's going on with Henry Cavill, Superman. If he's even coming back, none of that stuff. And I got a little scoop that sounds to me like it don't sound like he's coming back as Superman, folks.
See that
don't sound like that at all.
And that I got a problem with, people. I have a problem with that. And let me be clear, because I know how some of y'all can be. I am not anti-Supergirl. I think Supergirl would be dope. But why can't you have Superman and Supergirl? Why do we have to have an either or scenario? Now I get if contract negotiations or something like that broke down, if my man Henry is just asking for too much money or something like that, okay. But if there's no, impediment with bringing this dude back, why are we so anti? Like, and to me, I feel like it really it comes down to the whole thing surrounding the original Justice League.
Yep.
And the fact that they totally misread the room in thinking that people don't want to rock with Henry because of Justice League. And it's like, no, it wasn't that anybody, at least from my perspective, it wasn't that Henry was bad in the movie. It's that you had a bad story. It didn't make any damn sense. And then you tried to, digitize his mustache out, and people could see it clear as day. So it was like, that doesn't have anything to do with him per se. That's you screwing up the production. So like that knee-jerk reaction of saying, oh, well, maybe they're just not responding to Henry Cavill as Superman. Nah, bro. Like that was one of the things that I thought was dope about that whole Snyderverse thing, man.
Here's my take on that, to be honest. I say, I'm going to put it simply. Like I say, in one hand, you got Ray Fisher practically trying to blow a whistle, halfway blowing on a whistle. And then you got people like Henry Cavill and Ben Affleck who just bow out, are like, what the hell ever. we're gonna go on about it like it ain't nothing happened, and they're just going on about their careers
Mm,
and letting Warner Brother deal with the debacle on
right.
why these two big name favorite characters are not coming back, and they don't have to say nothing. They don't have to say nothing at all, and all they're gonna do is just make us look back at Warner Brothers like, the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
Obviously, their silence is speaking way louder than anything Ray Fisher's been doing. And if anything, I just feel like him even saying anything instead of going in that route, because obviously they're more seasoned and
Hmm.
experienced actors. Uh, now you see the difference. Now you
Right.
see the difference in being quiet and letting Warner Bros. Do what it does that's messed up, as opposed to blowing the whistle. Now people looking at Ray Fisher like, screw you anyway. We didn't like you as Cyborg. We can
Exactly.
replace you.
You know,
And now we're looking at these other two like, hell, bring them back. What's the deal?
exactly. Exactly. And that's the thing, man. It's just the crazy part about it to me is it's so funny how quick they are to respond to perceived audience feedback when they're so off base. And it's just I say it every time we talk about DC and Warner Brothers, man. I don't know what it is that they doing or what they looking at, man. Like it just don't make sense to me. I really don't understand how it is that they keep missing this way. Like
Yeah.
what's really I'm ready for the behind the scenes. I'm ready for the inside edition for somebody to really like get to the bottom of what's going on with DC and Warner Brothers because it just seems like there's a ridiculous disconnect over there.
Most deaf. Yeah, they don't know what the hell is going on over there. Nobody does. But, it's a bittersweet thing. At least they're trying to have some kind of progress
Yeah.
at the same time. They have big plans. They have a lot of things that they're trying to do. It's just not as exciting. We can't really get excited about it because it's on such rocky ground. You know what I mean?
Right,
It's
right.
like, okay, it's like eggshells around here. So, there's a few things that we have confirmed, and there's some things that, even though they're confirmed, it's like, how much can we trust that?
Right.
You know,
Right. That's the
are we
that's the
are we
key.
putting those yeah, are we putting those people in place that we know are gonna deliver? And
Right.
that's the thing that really scares us as DC fans. Are we gonna get another Joss Whedon cut, or are
Mhm.
they gonna make sure that does not ever happen again?
Yeah,
So
you ain't lying. You
oh,
definitely ain't lying. But that's what I'm saying. I'm curious though. I want to know from the people's in the two way. Like, let us know how you feeling about Supergirl. Like, are you down with Supergirl over Henry Cavill Superman? Would you rather see them recast Superman as somebody else? Like, let us know how y'all feeling about that, man. Because I'm just curious, man. Like we get up here and tell people how we feeling, but I'm always wondering, man, what are these people thinking about it? I
right,
see,
yeah,
I see James Stewart said DC's killing themselves, almost like X-Men and like Fox X-Men and Fantastic Four.
pretty
I don't,
much.
I don't really think it's that. The movies aren't that bad.
I don't know.
Justice League was
Well,
bad,
eh,
but it wasn't Fox X-Men like original.
I don't
It
know.
X-Men United. Nope, it wasn't that bad. Wasn't that bad.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad because I don't even remember that movie whatsoever.
Got you.
Oh, yeah,
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 it's go back and watch that, man. Just
yeah.
go
I
back
don't
and
think I
watch
want.
that, and you're gonna be like, you
Uh,
know what? I watched Justice League.
I'm good.
I watched
Uh,
Justice League.
Dirt Wizard. He said I'm fine with Supergirl. He said I want Superman too, though. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. It's
exactly.
like you can't have. I mean, you can have Supergirl without Superman, but in today's world, how much sense does that make?
Yeah,
None.
none.
Especially in one where we already had a Superman and they brought him back. Why would we not have them both in the next movie? Like, what are you gonna do? Make a Supergirl movie about
Mm-hmm.
her being stuck in the bottle, stuck on what was it, Argo?
Yeah,
Like, really? No, you gonna do that?
exactly.
Who- Nobody. Plus, you have to make people care about her first. Nobody cares about Supergirl right now.
Right. Nobody. Nobody.
Yeah, we got the TV show, but Melissa Benoist is doing her thing. But we know this is gonna be a different version. This is
Right.
gonna be a different Supergirl, and you don't really compare TV to movies. You know what I'm saying? Movies is supposed to be dynamic compared to
Mm-hmm.
the television. So I don't know how they're planning on spinning this, but we'll see how that goes. Might see Keaton might go around with Ben Affleck and recruit her from a different timeline or something like that.
Yeah, could be,
You know,
man. I mean, so let me ask you this question.
can't even speculate.
How upset do you think the DC fan community would be if she were brunette as opposed to blonde? Because I don't really see the difference in terms of, me being kind of a Superman. I would even say I lean closer to Normie when it comes to like the greater Superman comic book lore, but I don't really see it being that big of a deal. But what do you think, man? How do you think the people will react to that? Do you think it's a huge deal?
Say it's one of them things that, like, okay, you have your people who don't like characters being race bent. You have your people who don't like have characters gender bent. So it'll be one of them things where people just wouldn't like that the fact, even if it's a small change that really don't make no big deal. I agree.
Right.
It's just a hair color. A hair could be any color,
Mm-hmm.
but most widely known, you don't see a brunette Supergirl.
Got you.
You
Yeah.
just don't. You know what I'm saying? So to see one, I think that'll just there. Okay, so it's more like it's like you're already messing up. If you're gonna continue down that path, then fine, but just accept what happens with it.
Got you.
But I think something as small as putting a wig on old girl and making her blonde is at least distracting enough to make it acceptable for those who might not like the character or for those who might not like the actress. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
At least try. You know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna kiss a horse, at least put some makeup on it and a nice little dress and a wig, and make me believe that I'm kissing a human or something more enjoyable. That's just
Al
yeah,
ain't kissing
in
no
real
horse
life,
though.
I ain't gonna do it.
Al
But
ain't kissing no horse. I don't
I'll
care how
think
much.
it's more like
Uh-uh.
Justice League.
Let me
The
tell you
ugliest
something.
horse.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Saying Justice League. First of all, when did I say Justice League was good? When did you ever hear me say that?
It's not as bad as X United. I put him on the same level.
No. Look, you haven't seen X United in a while. Or you know what? I'll give you a better one. It's damn sure better than Dark Phoenix. It's
Okay.
it's better than Dark Phoenix.
I give it that much then. It's better than Apocalypse.
Exactly. So
I think Dark Phoenix is actually better than Apocalypse because we at least go to it and say it's horrible. We don't even talk about Apocalypse.
No, because we don't. But that's my whole point. I group all of that X-Men shit together, and I'm like, yeah, I'll sit and watch Justice League any day before I watch this. At least I can see where Justice League was going. Them movies, I'm like, y'all just decided y'all was gonna do whatever, huh? Like this, we just ain't gonna follow. We just gonna do whatever we want to do with it.
Bang, okay.
Man,
I
nah.
remember it.
I
enough
can't.
that I didn't want to watch it again.
If it wasn't for First Class, I probably would have jumped off the X-Men bandwagon. And that's not to say First Class was great, but First Class at least redeemed.
First Class is underrated, actually.
Okay, so exactly. That's what I'm saying. So it's like that did X-Men some justice. But I really wasn't feeling Halle Berry. You know what happens to a toad to get struck by lightning? It's like, come on now, stop it. Stop it. I'm not feeling this.
I have to admit, she wasn't really too memorable in those.
No.
But, hopefully Sasha will be as Supergirl.
Yeah, hopefully.
She'll do her thing, her thug dizzle.
Yeah, we'll see. But, I mean, that's not the only, casting rumor. Now, that one might be a little more official, but Street's been talking about another one, man.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Street's been talking about Mr. Boyega.
Most def.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you don't get it. They call it for it though.
I'm saying.
But,
so
man, Boyega.
So for those who don't know, the Streets is talking about Boyega for Blue Marvel.
Yep.
Now let me see some blue saber emojis if you down with that, and if you're not down with it, let me see some Josh Rage emojis because. Right. I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm not even familiar with the Blue Marvel character like that. But the idea of Boyega coming into the MCU, hey, I'm with that. Especially if you let Boyega really cut loose. Like if you really let him, if you let him be, you give him some freedom and you hey, look, I'm with it.
Great.
I'm with that.
Yeah, I think that'd be really great to have him part of a company that knows what they're doing. For one,
there you go.
That's already bigging him up in the first place. So making him a character that everybody's been waiting for and wanting, as far as Blue Marvel, shit,
Hey,
I am here
that's
for it.
what's
I mean,
up, man.
he was not bad in them Star Wars movies. I had no
Oh, of
qualms with.
course not. It wasn't his
Nobody
fault. Wasn't his fault.
wasn't his fault at all. So
Right.
I'd like to see him make a comeback and have a future in something. But I mean, it's Marvel, but Marvel is still under Disney. I don't know if he had any issues with Disney, or if he just
Mm-hmm.
had that division of Disney. You know what I'm saying? So he might not want to do it at all.
Yeah.
But the fans is calling for it. They want it.
Yeah, man. I
They
mean,
want to see
they definitely want it, man. And look, one thing the MCU and White Suge has shown is they listen to them streets, man. They listen to them streets.
Oh yeah.
And so,
Yeah.
it might. I'm not saying it's a done deal or anything like that by any stretch, but I'm gonna pay close attention to this one because I would love to see Boyega in the MCU. I don't know why, other than the fact that my dude, I feel like whatever next big project he has, it's gonna be the one for him. Like this is gonna be like Star Wars was. I think he thought, and he was hoping that Star Wars would be that one, but at this point, like we know how that played out. So the next kind of big blockbuster type thing that he's involved in, I think he's going to want to show up and show out. And I think if the producer and writer and director are smart enough, they will leverage kind of some of that energy that he had towards Disney and Disney Lucasfilm, and really allow him to channel that into whatever this next role is going to be. So
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
I'm definitely there. Blue Marvel would be a good one to have him come in and play as a new character
Mm-hmm.
that drives the story forward. So I maybe put him in like the Agents of Atlas or something like that, or excuse me,
Right.
Agents of Sword. That'd be dope. Or Sword, whatever the name of that TV show is. This is supposed to come out with.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would be
I don't
cool,
know.
man.
I just think it'd be a good thing for him.
No, I agree. And then it would be kind of like and selfishly speaking, the one angle that I'm looking at this for is at least it keeps him under the Disney umbrella, which always lends some hope to maybe us getting a Finn return somewhere in the future. Because I feel like that's one of the things that one of those olive branches that I would damn sure love to reach out and grab is they bring Finn back the right way. So let a Star Wars fan hope, man. Let me hope. Let me hope and let this be, keep him under the umbrella. That way, Feige can woo him. And then you can get Favreau. Hey, man, look, we don't really need you to do that much. Just come on over here and let us film some stuff. Make it happen, man. We got you. You can have your hair however you want to have it. We ain't tripping. Like, that's what I'm saying, man.
One day, they'll get it together.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. We got it's not all cream and milk and honey and all
Well,
that
you
stuff.
know what this is, man. This is the same thing that Marvel went through last year when the news was quiet. Everybody was like, "Oh, is it? Do they have a plan? Is it gonna be any good the next phase?" Like, just because something is taking a little hiatus and they not in the rotation, don't mean all of a sudden they fell off. So we all know we got Book of Boba coming later this year. Mando sometime, 2022, maybe something like that. It don't matter. We still got this.
I think May 5th.
Yeah,
Bad
Batch, definitely. We also had, the reveal about casting for the homie Ezra Bridger. So we know about that. I saw somebody in the chat ask earlier what I thought about that. I'm with it, man. Like at this point, I don't the casting, unless it's a big name, I don't really have a reaction to it until I see him on screen. You know what I'm saying? Now with Rosario Dawson as Ahsoka, I was like, that was what everybody was, hoping for in the first place, and it worked. And so hearing that, everybody was hyped. I was one of those people that was hyped. But these other castings, man, I really don't care who you cast. Just make sure that they do a good job and that it's entertaining. That's really all I worry about.
Stay
Oh
the hell
man,
off Twitter.
please. look at me real close. Please just shut up.
Please. Like, yeah,
Just please, just keep your mouth closed. It's that simple. You know
it's
what
May
this
4th, apparently. May 4th, apparently.
May 4th. Yes. May 4th. I'm saying, man, just don't give people a reason. Don't do it. It don't even make no sense. Don't even make no sense at all.
Nah. We'll be all right.
Whatsoever.
Whatsoever. But yeah. One day, all things will come together as they are and should be, and it'll be grand and glorious. And then you know what day I really am waiting for us to get? The day that we get Secret Wars. Because
Oh man.
Because I'm really curious about what Josh is going to talk about. He finally gets his dream come true. The hell is he going to talk about?
let me tell you something. After Secret Wars drop, Josh gonna be looking in the camera and as you got guys,
right.
I don't know, but
I mean, he might just go back on screen with Jim Mint and do some more unboxing.
Hey, apparently the people love that, man.
Yeah. I said I caught that.
That's what's up, man.
It's pretty nice. Brought me back to my childhood, man.
Hey, man, look, unboxing is dope, man. We might have to do some unboxings on afternoon or something like that. By the way, Saturday afternoons, come check us out. We gonna be back. You already know. But yeah, it's the unboxing is cool, man. But I'm wondering though. I worry about Josh, man, because every day we get closer to Secret Wars is another day closer to we looking at Josh trying to figure out what the next play is.
Right.
And I don't know, man. Now I got a better one for you. Can you imagine what happens if Secret Wars don't happen?
No, I can't imagine. I can't imagine that.
Man.
Apocalypse, perhaps.
Like,
we won't go there though.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We'll just wait.
Secret Wars is coming, but you want to know why nobody talking about it? Because it's a secret.
Because it's a secret, man. You ain't supposed to. Shh.
You're supposed to be as low as my mic volume right now.
Exactly, man. Too soon.
Too soon?
Too soon.
Ah, damn.
My intertech support is hurting right now.
We'll fix it.
Of course we will. Of course we will. Come on now.
A conversation, the libation will finally get together.
Yeah, something like that, man. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. But yeah, man, let's go back into the two-way real quick before we make that hard turn into this MCU talk. See what's popping in this two-way, man.
Let's go into two-way, and as I get into the two-way, I want to let y'all know that apparently, well, as I said earlier, Henry Cavill had posted on his Instagram a picture of him getting ready for The Witcher, but he had a script in his hand, but the lettering was blurred.
Oh yeah.
According to Discussing Film, they had the article on Twitter I checked out. According to them, they had one of their tech dudes unblur it.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like it's a wiki excerpt from Mass Effect. So it's kind of going in circulation and rumored that we might get a Mass Effect movie starring Henry Cavill.
Hey.
I don't know in what capacity.
Now,
but
that would make me go play Mass Effect the game because I've never even played it.
Really?
No, I have not.
Oh my gosh, I love Mass Effect. The first one that I played was I think it was the very first Mass Effect.
Mm-hmm.
And what I liked about it, I mean, the graphics for that time, it was like PS2, PS3-ish.
Okay.
And the graphics was pretty tight. But what I liked about it was you actually get to travel around to different places in the galaxy.
Mm-hmm.
And in that one, you got to control the ship.
Okay.
You fly around or whatever, and you had like gas or whatever fuel. And you had to stop at certain places to kind of fuel up, and like the whole thing is like they colonized, of course, other planets, and it's kind of like it's one of them games or story, or when you have like a story, and you can meet up with different. You get your crew, you get to meet up with your crew, you get to have a couple people with you, that you bring, and you can also develop stories with your crew members.
Okay.
You can have love stories with some of them. You can just build up their character because they have their own arc.
Gotcha.
All different types of things, and the last game that I played from Mass Effect was Mass Effect Andromeda.
Okay.
And that story, real quick, was just they went to the Andromeda and they were trying to colonize there. But of course, you travel that far, there's always issues. So they had like ship problems, and in this one,
Right.
you get to kind of rebuild a community along with the arc of your characters.
Bet. Okay.
They dumbed down the travel a little bit. It's just straight travel here, there, whatever case.
Mm-hmm.
But the guns, the game, the story, all that, it's great. You should totally go play it.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna definitely have to check it out, especially if the homie Cavill's gonna be doing a film based on it, man. Then I'm gonna definitely want to know, get familiar before we get into the movie. I don't want to be that dude. So what is he doing and why? Nah, I hate being that dude. I'm gonna have to do some research. I get into it, man.
But
Definitely gonna have to get into it.
See, like I think everybody they're stuck on that boy Yeager because we ain't talked about that Spider-Man yet.
Yeah, man. In case you ain't know, we got a name drop.
Finally.
They finally decided to let us know what's up.
And
you want to tell them about it? You want to tell them what it is? Or you want to show them?
I mean, they say a picture's worth 1,000 words. So
well, what about a picture with some words?
Exactly. It's got to be a lot better. So I say let's show the people, man.
Well, let's show the people then, man. Let's show the people. Let's get on in here and do it.
Perfect.
Run it.
All right, so?
Gave us a fake name again.
Not shocked.
Yeah. I just don't understand why he keeps doing this.
You don't understand?
Really?
I feel like it's pretty obvious to just spoil things.
I don't spoil things.
Your thing is
Name me one thing that I've actually spoiled.
It's the last movie title thing.
There it is.
They had all those different names up there too.
Yes.
It's probably fan names too.
Yes. But this is again. This is why you should. And even though this is a Sony movie, this is the brilliance.
Yep.
Because this is like a dope way to drop this is just a dope little way to drop the title.
Right.
Spider-Man No Way Home.
No Way Home.
Now,
and
go ahead.
You go ahead.
No, go ahead, man. No, after you. No.
Age before beauty.
Watch your mouth.
Mic sound better.
Whatever. But no, I was just gonna say, man, I thought it was funny because you get all of the, the spoof movie titles, the rejected ones around, and I'm just like dying watching some of this, man. Like up in the top right above you, towards the top says Spider-Man Stay at Home. I'm like, I see what y'all doing. It's too funny, man. Homeschooled. Yeah, man.
No place like home. That's right next to your shoulder.
Yeah, exactly. You got
Want to
go home. Yeah.
But yeah, I checked the morning stream with the homie Josh.
Homie Josh. What's up, Josh?
By now, he got a pregame sleep.
Oh yeah, of course.
Watch party later. Make sure you catch up with that watch party. If you ain't a Nerd Avenger member, I don't know what you're doing.
I don't know what you're doing with your life.
But yeah, he was saying that the fact that they went with the Spider-Man No Way Home title could have implications. Plus, I don't know how many people caught that my man Holland said that he doesn't have a contract with anybody, so he plans on traveling for a little while. So of course, he still wants to play Spider-Man if they come in and approach him, duh. But what does that mean? Does that mean that Feige is gonna let him go back to the Sonyverse? Did they work out a deal for him to come back? I mean, because right now it's also teased that we might get Green Goblin.
Yeah.
And it's almost heavily teased that we're probably going to get the original Green Goblin, Willem Dafoe.
Right.
So are we going to stick with Holland, or are we going to have a multiversal issue where we get other Spider-Men and we get Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire instead in the MCU? And Holland goes to the Sonyverse. Like, that would be crazy if that's what happened. Because, originally, Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield are over on Sony. And, if they were to reverse that, that would be crazy. Plus, you also get the other opportunity of the fact that they teased Feast. We saw a couple behind the scenes. They had Feast. We could possibly get 4 Spider-Men and somehow get Miles Morales stepping out of the multiverse.
Look.
And then Sony can have him and we keep Miles.
Hey, I'm going to just tell you like this. From the moment I saw Into the Spider-Verse, I knew this shit was coming. Yep. There was no way that they weren't going to try to find a way to cash in on a live action version of that movie. And all of this just points to the fact that that's exactly what they're trying to set up. And I could totally see a scenario where Feige flips it and goes, all right, we'll let y'all have Tom Holland for your Sony Spider-Man movies. But we taking Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, and we going to flip it on you boys. And we going to make people re-fall in love with these two all over again, and then turn those movies into some unforgettable MCU magic.
And I'm gonna hit y'all with this. You talk about I'm teasing you, and I might even do it in my purple rings.
Don't tell them you're gonna jazz it up.
We gonna razz and matazz it up.
Oh man.
So apparently the deal is the MCU Marvel can do like TV shows. So they can use Spider-Man up to about 40 to 45 minutes. I believe it's that long. Or the legality ends at a half hour. Somewhere within that, between 30 minutes to 45 minutes, they're allowed to do that.
Okay.
So could you imagine if they're like, okay, you can have Holland over here on Sony, whatever. We get Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire, and we put them in their own Into the Spider-Verse streaming show on Disney Plus.
Man, stop.
And then we get Miguel O'Hara, 2099 Spider-Man, and then we get all the other versions of Spider-Man, Noir Spider-Man. We might actually get a Nicolas Cage Noir Spider-Man.
Hey,
live action.
Here for it. Count me in.
Streaming shows, they're allowed to do that. That's why we'll get to this later. But I know they're rumoring that this last episode or whatever might be 2 hours.
Yeah.
And we got an hour. We got 145 minutes left. Is what's left from the last 2 episodes. So there's no way no one episode is going to be 2 hours. We'll talk about that later.
Right.
But point is, when it comes to TV shows and TV properties, that's why even the cartoons, Marvel has the Spider-Man rights, not Sony. When it comes to cartoons and the toys and all that stuff, Sony got the movie rights. So they can do anything without, unless they make a deal like they did, they can do anything they want with Spider-Man in a movie.
Right.
2 hours long, whatever the case. But it would be completely dope to get a streaming show. I don't care if it is solid 30 minutes of some into the verse. I'm down with that.
Oh man, look, I'm telling you, that's the play, because you can do so much with that, and you could bring in so many people, and not only that, but that wouldn't do anything but help to bolster up the idea of the multiverse with Secret Wars, because you'd have this whole universe, or Spider-Verse, if you will, where you've got all of these multiple versions of Spider-Man that you can play with. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking even versions that we have never even seen on screen yet. Like actors portraying Spider-Man that we've never seen yet. You know what I'm saying? It could be crazy. And it seems like it's lining up, man. I'm thinking about this whole No Way Home kind of the No Way Home title and what that might mean. And it's like we're sitting here thinking, well, what does that mean for Tom Holland? What does that mean for what, his character and what, man, No Way Home might be talking about Garfield and Tobey Maguire having no way to get back to their reality. So now they're in the MCU stuck having to figure that out. That could very well be the flip. Like we just don't know. And it's so crazy because I don't think we will know. I'm sure we'll get leaks as we get closer, but I think they're going to play this so close to the vest, man. There's going to be so much misdirection. We won't really know what's going on, because that's kind of what I'm picking up. And like you said, we're going to get into that once we start talking about this WandaVision. But yeah, I feel like there's so much going. It's like until you get to like 0 hour and these leaks start dropping, like there's not a lot. Like they leave a lot of room for them to kind of play with our emotions with the way some of this stuff is playing out. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody was built up on last episode and what the reveal was going to be. And then we find out, this is like nothing we didn't know already. But that's the way that's exactly what I feel like they want, is for us to let our guard down just enough to when we finally do get hit with that curve, it's like, whoa, okay.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
that's
it's part of that 6D chess that White Sugar's playing.
White Sugar be on it, man.
He is on it with the sauce.
Oh,
Everything.
look, some people might say it's too much. I'm like, nah, that's
Nah,
just
man.
enough. Just enough, man.
Let it drip. Let it drip. Now
Just
let
enough.
it drip. Drip it, baby.
The drip it right.
Yep.
Drip
let
it,
it
baby.
drip.
Well, man, look, don't even
all
all night.
Nah,
Man. Oh man, I so miss hanging with you, Nervengers, man. It's been
Right.
too long, boy.
Most def, man. But yeah, I mean, it's just so much going on. Oh, so here's the question that I have for you, sir.
Okay.
And for you, the people.
Mm-hmm.
I am curious. Did they say a timeline for this movie? Now, what I mean by timeline is, where does this take place? Far From Home took place practically what 8 to 9 months after Endgame, supposedly.
Mm-hmm.
So, does this take place sooner? Because we got Wanda messing up the multiverse, so that's happening like
Right.
technically now.
Mm-hmm.
3 weeks after, technically now.
Exactly.
And if things had went the right way, and they had the movies come, the streaming shows come out when they wanted to, it'd have been a lot closer instead of a whole
Right.
year in real life.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, the question is, peoples, when is this put into the timeline? Is it a few months after? Is it after the 8 months? Like, what is the deal? Because we already got J. Jonah Jameson. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
In that one, and it seemed like it was. I don't know if it was natural for him or if that was the first time he'd ever seen him at the same time. You know what I'm saying? That was just a end credit scene.
Yeah.
We get no context with that. If he's been there for a long period of time, the whole 8 months, did he pop up 4 months ago? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
I am very curious. I see Midnight say you say 2 days. He thinks
2
what,
days.
you think it's 2 days after what?
That's a good
He said,
question.
okay, so the best guard blacksmith says after Far From Home.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think it's gonna be after Far From Home. I think it's gonna pick up with kind of this idea of Spider-Man being a fugitive, and people kind of looking at him and him having to try to kind of prove his innocence. But then I think it's gonna take like a hard left, and it's all of a sudden gonna be like, wait a minute, because the whole and I think what they set up was the whole thing with Mysterio and the multiverse idea, and him bringing these elementals into play is going to be kind of like a throw off, where it's kind of like that Boy Who Cried Wolf scenario, where Tom Holland Spider-Man might encounter, let's say Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, and he's like, oh, I'm from a different dimension, I don't know how I got here, and Tom Holland like, man, miss me with that, like I already done dealt with that, like you ain't finna kid me with this same stuff. And then it's like, oh, wait a minute, you for real?
Right.
Like, wait a minute, how is this going on? And it could be a situation where maybe they swap places, maybe they end up in each other's realities or something like that, or maybe it just is a situation where he links up with, maybe they do the Spider-Verse, but instead of it being Miles Morales, it's Tom Holland and the homie.
Okay.
Name slips me right now. Tobey Maguire. Maybe they do it with those two, as opposed to it being a Miles Morales story. And so we get that where it's like Toby comes in, shows Tom Holland some of the finer points of being Spider-Man, things to look out for, but then he ends up stuck in this reality. So it could be a situation like that.
Okay. I can roll with that. I think I can roll with that, and I'll throw you one of these. So
Okay.
they could possibly do a whole mixture of things. They could do a Spider-Man No More, because they already got it to where his identity gets ruined. So they could see the moderators over
Oh,
here.
he got you.
Because of you.
I see it.
That menacing moderator, man.
Look, I saw him. Look, I ain't gonna lie. I did see him creeping around the Falcon, man. I saw him creeping around the Falcon, but I ain't want to think anything nefarious was going on. But now that you mention it,
I want moderator, man. No more. No. But yeah, they could possibly do they could throw it all together, so they could have it where, because we're already getting Charlie Cox.
Yes.
Daredevil supposedly rumored. I'm gonna say it's rumored.
Yes.
He's in it. It's rumored. He's supposed to be in it. So they could roll out together. They could have it where they mess up his identity, then they fix it, but he doesn't want to be Spider-Man no more.
Yeah.
I'm not Spider-Man no more. No, love it. And and then they go ahead and switch it over to where Craven hunts him anyway for a second, but then when Craven's about to go in for the
Yeah.
kill, he gets sucked into the multiverse, and then he meets the other two Spider-Men. They teach him what it's like to be Spider-Man, ship him on back, and then you finish the story from there. But that's always the most exciting part. The middle part is
Right.
always the most exciting. Not the end where he kicks everybody's ass and you get all the action.
No
and
doubt.
all that stuff. I mean, that's exciting, but we know that's gonna happen. I want the meat and potatoes of the story.
Mm-hmm. You want the beans,
That's what I
greens,
want.
potatoes, tomatoes?
Yep.
Gotcha.
Beans, greens, all that.
Yep.
You name it.
You name it. We here for it. We here for it.
Totally. So I mean, there's so many different ways that this stuff can go. It's
so.
just-
But dude, like I keep saying, man, it's the brilliance of White Suge.
yes,
This
it
is the way that he wanted it to be, man. This is it.
Boy,
This is the
got
way that it was supposed to play out, man.
most definitely.
But
then,
go ahead.
no, go ahead, because you know me, I'm always ready to go to the next thing. What you about to say?
It's literally what I was about to do was actually say, let's get into some of these super chats real quick before we have to take this commercial break and get into the main event.
Well, I was gonna say before we get into the super chats real fast.
See, look, should have went first.
Yeah. So, well, I want to race and gender bend some X-Men.
Okay.
I know that's touchy, isn't it? No. I want to see a female Cyclops, and I want to see I'm.
So in
I don't
other
wanna
words,
say
you
a
want
male-
Captain Pennsylvania Cyclops? Huh?
We going Captain Pennsylvania Cyclops. I want to see a female Cyclops in the MCU. I want to see, and I'm gonna say it here because I know you don't like it. I want to see Joe Morton as Magneto.
Man,
Who was the
stop.
brother
Man,
Who's
man,
the brother
stop.
you said we could see as Xavier? I agree with that one.
Oh man, look, now you're trying to make me remember a conversation from the other day.
Well, it was the dude, not the dude who plays Mercutio, because he would be a good one too.
I can't
But
even.
the other brother that looks like him.
Oh man, see, look, now you got me. Look, we went through so many different people, man. Like I don't even remember now. We went through a whole. Look, we look behind the scenes for y'all. We literally Googled black actors.
Yep.
And just started finding people to put in roles. That's literally what we was doing. We was like, you know what?
Say Tim Parker for Magneto.
Hey.
Sister.
Oh, but yes, that was it. That was the one. But yes, man, like we was all over it, man. Like literally. Look, matter of fact, you know what? Let's throw a little monkey wrench into it real quick. We gonna go on and do it with the peoples. Oh, same thing we did, same drill. We running it. Hold on. Let's bring up the magic that is the Google page. And let's see what we get. We just gonna say black actors.
Black actors.
Oh. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. So let's just, you got your obvious ones, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You got the ones that we already know, some of them already. But then if you keep scrolling, then you start getting some of these. Now, I had said that he might be a little old, but I had said Danny Glover for Magneto.
You did say Danny Glover.
I did say that Danny Glover for Magneto because I thought he could bring the right amount of anger to it, but he might be a little old. Like he might be just a little old. I don't know if I want I don't know if I want. Yeah, just a little bit too much. Just a little too much.
Professor X, because he already looked cool enough sitting down.
Yep. Big facts. Gotta give you that.
And I remember the homie Ryan, the better twin, said that Mahershala Ali could have also been Xavier.
Oh yeah. No, look, if he wasn't already gonna be Blade,
right,
I'd take him as Xavier all day.
Right.
I'd take him as Xavier all day.
Will Smith, Silver Surfer, Rogue Soul.
Okay. Now this one I thought about, and this was after our conversation.
Okay.
But who could Omar Epps play? Who could Omar Epps? You already knew where I was going.
Right, I did too.
You already knew where I was going. Who could he play?
Omar Epps. I mean, he's already bald. And, we've got people we expected. So, I mean, I don't really want to say he could play Xavier. Who could he play? He could be holding the camera or the microphone over
Yeah.
the actual actors.
There
It's
you
like
go.
they do. I'd rather see Common come in and play somebody.
Hey, hey.
I mean,
that-
Omar Epps is a good actor. I'm not trying to knock him, but I just don't see him. I don't see a place for him in the MCU.
yeah, man.
Columbus Short, on the other hand,
Do what now?
Columbus Short,
Oh
Columbus
yeah.
Short, he could totally play somebody serious
Oh yeah.
in
Without
the MCU.
yeah. Without question. Without question, man. That would be a dope cast.
I
That
like
would be a
Dirk
dope
Diggler.
cast.
Ice Cube is Juggernaut. Now I'm down
Hey,
with that.
hey. You know, it might. I can see it. I can see
I
it.
can see it.
I can definitely see it.
Most definitely. You
But
think
yeah.
they bring back Terrence Howard?
Oh man, look. If you know who Terrence Howard would have to be, and this one might be. Yes. Why you get out my face, man? Like I was just finna say, Gambit.
Totally.
Terrence Howard is Gambit. Let's go.
Gambit all day.
All day. Oh man, what was the other one we said?
Maine Cherie.
Oh yeah, hold on. But didn't we also have the homie here? Didn't we say Beast?
Oh yes.
Malcolm
Totally.
Jamal Warner as
Malcolm
Beast.
Jamal Warner as Beast.
Gotta be Beast, man. Gotta be Beast. If not Beast, then he would have to be Bishop. But
yes, one of the two.
But it's definitely got to be one or the other, man. But yeah, I mean, you could just throw. It's so many possibilities, man. So many possibilities.
Right. No step. I see somebody said Tyrese for Xavier, and the only reason
No.
you know it because you showed
Yes,
it.
because I showed it to you.
That's
You don't
the
know
only reason
what
why
more do you want from me? No, we not doing that. We not doing that. We not doing that. But yeah, man, it's just like we not.
All right, that was fun though. That was fun. All
Yeah,
right, we can
fun
get,
stuff.
We can get into these.
Let's get into these super chats.
Ways.
Mm-hmm.
So the first one I got was from Luca with the $9.99. Thank you.
Yep.
He said, "Y'all want a Clubhouse invite? Y'all could do really good fan engagement in comics MCU talk on there. I think the biggest reason why
Tell them
we can't is because we don't fuck with iPhone. Okay.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Not going down.
We don't do that. You can
We
send it to
don't
Josh.
do that here.
We can say it to Josh and
Let
this-
me
this
know when
might-
they get it on Android. Then I might see what's good.
Yeah.
Then I might see what's good.
Maybe. And next we got the Bodacious Black Badge with the $5 holla. Thank you. He said, they said, let's talk about how they done left Johnny Cage out the movie. Man.
Facts.
I mean, like I said, it wasn't a traditional lineup. I think they kind of might have replaced Johnny Cage with that new character.
Yeah, I was just finna say that. Yeah, I think the Cole is so similar to Johnny in just like physique and look that they probably didn't want to have people confused like that. And I think Johnny's been a staple. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's let Johnny take a break. To be honest with you, I wouldn't have been mad if Sonya got sidelined. Because it's always that Sonya Kano dynamic is always kind of embedded in Mortal Kombat. You could go away from that and go in some different directions, but I'm not that mad about Johnny not being around right away.
Right. Yeah. I'm not mad about it either. He could show up at any time. And Mortal Kombat is not like a large produced movie, meaning like it's not highly anticipated.
Right.
It's probably easy to get leaks or whatever, but it's probably just as easy to hide some things about the movie as well.
Oh yeah.
A
Yeah.
lot easier than Marvel. People are literally poking at that wall like Monica Rambeau trying to go into the Hex.
Yeah, I'm saying, which we damn sure about to get into real soon.
Yeah, so I wouldn't be surprised if maybe he shows up somewhere and we just didn't see it. Would not be surprised.
Right. What else we
next
got?
Mr. Anderson.
Welcome back.
He said, "Glad to see the After Dark squad back on screen, man."
Hey, we might have to make that. We might have to make that work. Snazz it up.
Make it work, right?
Just a
Then we
little
got
bit.
Richard Ganther with the $5 holla. Thank you. And finally getting to catch After Dark live. Just wanted to show my love for you both. Thank you for your amazing contributions to the interwebs. Well, you are very appreciated. Sir.
Oh, much obliged.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very, very much.
Mike, the favorite, Sir Glass Half Full, Mike Porter.
Yes, sir.
$4.99. Said, love to Al and Lavis, Nerd Venture with all of us. Love also to Captain Pennsylvania and Bruce Almighty. Bruce is actually older than me. Props to him. Don't you mean pops?
Pops to him. Yeah.
Since he's older than you.
Mm-hmm.
You want to handle these last couple that we just got?
Let's do it. Got the bodacious black bat. Says David Oyelowo as from Selma as Professor X.
Oh, it's David Yellow.
Oh, Yellow. Yeah, there you go. You know, I'm terrible with names. I'm like Josh when it comes to that shit. I can't.
You know what? I can't even. The only reason why I know that name is because of Family Guy.
Oh, there you go. Gotcha.
Because he kept saying it.
But yeah, I could see it. I can see it. And then we got Andrew Gibo said, "What's the craziest MCU theory y'all have heard?" Oh,
craziest MCU theory.
I don't know.
I don't know either. I think the craziest one that I might have heard is recently with WandaVision, of course, and something along the lines of the effects. And I actually agree with this of Wanda and Vision actually coming to blows at the end. And you know who that was from? From the homie Trinity from 2nd Street Marvel.
2nd Street was good. Trend.
And I totally agree,
man,
with the #1 moderator. He's better than Moderator Man.
Oh,
Moderator don't even get to moderate.
Oh, we got moderator beef now. Like, what is this? There's competition between them now. What's going on?
I heard 2nd Street say he was way better than the Moderator Man, and I'm inclined to agree.
Man, and I got to get this one. I got to get this one from the homie Keaton Haas. $10 super two-way. Man, said y'all told me to get back to you once I finished Endgame. Al, you said one thing. Are you here about the cable? And now I know what you meant. Glad to have y'all back. Man, let me tell you, I don't know why it is, and this is for Keaton because I done said this like a million times. I don't know why it is that was my favorite. Like, I'm in the movie theater, and as soon as Thor dropped that line, I bust out laughing so hard. I got people looking at me like, what the hell is wrong with you? And I'm like, it was just hilarious to me, man. I don't know. It was funny, man. It was funny. Man.
I see Caleb Hudson with the $1.99. He said,
oh,
I
yeah.
want to see as Miles Morales.
Ooh. See?
That's a good one.
See, I would have wanted it to be Donald Glover. But he's already had kind of a role as the uncle. So it's like, you can't really go that route. But if not, then I really don't know, because you'd almost, like, whoever that has to be, they've got to have some Latin American descent. Like, it's got to be authentic. You know, if you're going to do Miles Morales, it's got to be authentic.
Yeah, and I don't really know too many young actors. Like,
yeah.
I mean, even if he was, like, you know, like I said, in his 20s, and he aged down, I don't really know too many actors around there. Like, there probably have to be a new up and comer, most likely.
Right,
and
right.
You just have to enjoy him, and he'll forever have to live down the fact that he's Miles Morales for the rest of his life.
Exactly.
So, you got APAR?
Yeah, I get APAR. Say with the $4.99 super two-way. Says, sup, y'all. Al, word around the campfires that you are on that plane with Ted Cruz. Say it ain't so. Wanda gonna be lit tonight. The perp is real. Let me tell you something, man. Al wasn't rocking with Ted Cruz on no plane, man. Al, I wish I was, but no, man. I was stuck here in the snow, holding it down, trying to make it do what it do.
Right.
It was just not. It just wasn't meant to be, man. Wasn't meant to be.
No, man. Not how it is around these streets.
Yeah, tell them, man. It just did not go down.
We just be out here working on them changes.
Working on them changes, sir.
All right, man. Well, I say let's get in some of these commercials so we can.
Yeah, man. Let's pay some bills. Get these commercial breaks on, and then we bring Godfather in on this thing. Yes. We will be right back with you after we get to these commercials.
Don't be startled, non-Venger. Are you satisfied with your other nerd channels? Do you want a more engaging experience with your nerd content? Do you enjoy looking at Josh's face? Well then join the Nerd Ventures, the most immersive nerd community around. Once you'll join, you'll gain access to wonderful extras, like private watch parties, exclusive live streams, specialized Discord channels, merch perks, discounts, and much, much more. Join the best group of nerds on the internet. Don't be a non-Venger. Join the Nerd-Vengers today. Are you calling 911? Come on, Chet. Let's skedaddle.
That's right, your boy got fresh, about to turn up. Let me look at myself. Swaggy. Oh yeah, you know your boy about to go get it poppin', but first I need some of that lavish main purple drink. Turn up. Let me grab these keys and then I'm about to turn up. What it do, neighborhood?
He is the most interesting purple drinker.
I don't always drink, but when I do, I prefer purple drink. Stay loyal, my friends.
We gon' razz it up, we gon' jazz it up, we gon' snazz it up with that purple drink. We gon' razz it up, we gon' snazz it up, we gon' jazz it up with that purple drink. We gon' razz it up, we gon' snazz. Huh? What? Really? Oh, dang. It sucks having to go home after making a purple drink commercial. People call your names.
Whatever, asshole.
Even walking down the street looks bleak. Look at this. I even got a ticket. Ugh. Traffic sucks. Man, nothing seems to go right. When I get home, my wife look like she about to beat my ass.
I know she better get that damn purple drink money too. Better bring it home.
So I sit down at the table. She still know what I need. Some of that purple drink. Oh yeah. New tune after that. Hook it up. Snazz it up with that purple drink. And now, back to the show.
There we go. Now we back in here.
Studio.
There we go. What up? Let's do this one more time. What up, Godfather?
What it is.
What it
Just
do?
happy to be here on After Dark with all the Nerd-Vengers.
That's what's
Time
up.
to
Hey,
get back.
man. Love it, man. Love it. But look, if you've been rocking with us, and again, we here every Thursday night, so make sure you set your reminders, come holler at your boys and come mess with us. But if you've been here, you know that usually when we get the homie with us, it's time for us to get on into that WandaVision. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
so,
sir.
so again, real quick, just how was you feeling about? We'll start with Godfather, man. How was you feeling about the episode last week?
Well, we all knew it was Agatha all along, so.
Facts, big facts.
Yeah, we knew that.
Big facts.
But we got it. We got a nice, catchy song to go with it this time. So.
Oh man, that song, man. Look, you gonna make me
it
have
was
to,
lit.
you gonna make me have to rock that one more time, man. Don't make me do it. Don't make me do it.
We might have to.
Don't make me
We
do
might
it.
have to.
Don't. Look. Let me see. Purple emojis, people. Let me see if you want to hear that. If you want us to bang that real quick. Let's see what you got.
Man.
Let's see.
Let's see some ones for the broke Vengers.
For the broke Vengers, give us them ones. Let us know.
If not, you can put a 2 or a red saber or something. I'm seeing some.
I'm
Purple
seeing some
mains,
purpose,
though.
man. All I needed was one. Let's go on and rock it there. Let's do it.
Right.
Do it.
That's all you needed, man.
WandaVision. It's going down.
How about that Monica though?
Man, look. You already know, bro.
It was Monica all along.
It was Monica all along.
It was Spectrum all along.
Big
I see the
facts.
photons coming though. Hey, that's where it's at.
Yep.
Try to tell him, man.
I need to hear that like 4 or 5 times a day. Just
I'm trying to tell you, man. Try to tell
get
you.
me to Friday.
We need Josh to start playing that in the morning streams.
Ah.
Hey, I bet Keaton Haas said his soundbar bangs with this song.
Trying to tell you, man.
I bet it does.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. Shout out to right there, cause boy, that right there, that right there,
that right there,
that right there, man.
That calls death.
Right.
Literally.
Don't it though?
Literally.
Oh man.
All right, boys.
Insane.
I got a question for you two because you guys always pop this on me. But where are we landing tonight on this episode?
Ooh, that's a good one. I don't know, man. I'm gonna say tonight's episode is gonna be looking. I haven't done this yet. Tonight's episode is gonna be the 10, man. I think we going 10 tonight, man. I think we going 10 tonight. I think it's going down tonight, and we gonna be like, bruh, WTF? I think that's where it's going, man.
I might have to agree. That we might get a 10 out of me tonight because we done with them sitcoms finally. And we're gonna have to get some real answers.
Yes.
That's what I want. I want them answers, cuz.
Yes.
I want them answers.
Yes.
So yes, they might get a 10 out of me. What about you, Godfather?
I'm going completely different direction.
Mm.
Because I hope to actually be surprised tonight. But I feel like with the sitcoms over, we're just getting into the meat and potatoes, and there's not much mystery left. And I like the, theorizing and trying to figure out what the hell is going on. So, I'm actually gonna give tonight more like an 8 because,
okay,
I've gone like 10s the last like 7 weeks. So,
gotcha.
Okay.
I'm hoping to be pleasantly surprised.
No doubt. No doubt.
So, do you think, Godfather, that we will get the secret cameo tonight or on the final episode?
Good question.
So the real question is, have we been trolled with the secret cameo?
I don't think so, man. Like, I don't think so.
I
don't
mean,
think so.
You both know what leaks, what spoilers I'm talking about, right?
Oh wait,
possibly not.
Maybe not. We might have to slap the spoiler warning on after all. Is that what I'm hearing?
I don't know. How deep are we going tonight?
Hey man.
All right. Well, hold on. As usual, we had to take it to the people. Then, if we're gonna talk spoilers. If y'all really want to hear some spoilers, man, let's see some purple mains and some ones.
Yeah.
If not, then let's see some red sabers and some twos or some Nas. I'll take Nas too. That's real effort to put in 3 letters.
Yeah. Big facts.
So, but I think realistically, we know we're gonna talk spoilers anyway. So
yeah,
but we want to see the people.
We generally do that all the time anyway, man. But
right?
Yeah. So here's the real question: Have we seen Paul Bettany and John Boyega together?
Ooh. No, we have not. Not that I know of.
I'm not saying that that's the cameo, but there's some other information that might be trolling us.
Oh, okay. So you thinking?
Are we clear to get in the spoiler territory?
Oh yeah,
we
even the
about
one
to.
person who was like, "Nah," was like, "Yeah, go ahead."
Yeah, you know, but for the benefit,
all
of the people, let's go ahead and throw it up right there for them. Let them know. Now we to let you know. But let's get into them spoilers and let's talk about it.
Ain't gonna get too mad. So.
There you go. Let's get into it though.
So the master troll, Paul Bettany, saying that an actor he always wanted to work with is Paul, because we get in double vision tonight.
Oh. Really?
Yes, sir.
Double vision.
Okay.
Double vision.
Double vision. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, that is real interesting, man. Like, how's that gonna work?
Tie it back to dates and stuff and leaks that or Easter eggs from the last episode, but
hey, man, break it. We'll break it down like a common denominator for us, then, man. Let me know.
Yeah, break it down.
So this comes straight from one of our nerd Avengers.
Okay.
Talking about, I should have actually pulled this up beforehand. November 10th was shown in the beginning of the last episode.
Mm-hmm.
And November 10th is apparently World Keratic. I can't even pronounce this, but it's World Double Vision Day.
Ah.
Oh.
Okay.
World Cataract Day. Is that what we're trying to say?
No.
It's not cataracts.
It's not cataracts.
Because that's kind of funny. Because
it is.
We know Hayward was that's what he named his little secret project on Vision was cataract. You know what happens when you get cataracts, right? You can't see.
Mm-hmm.
You
need
can't
to clear
see.
up that
I'm
blurred
blind.
vision.
Legally.
Stephen J, you will never dodge the leaks, okay?
You gotta
it's a dodge.
This is a
You
dodge.
gotta repair that vision. Is
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm saying you gotta repair it. Thank you, Godfather, for finish. See, I teed it up.
And he knocked it out the park. Love it, man.
We've been working together for a while. It's like we finish each other's sandwiches.
I don't know. Somebody touched my sandwich. We fighting.
Right. You
can't touch my sandwich. Not my sandwich.
No. Like we even cut it and leave it on the plate for you to pick it up yourself.
Right.
We don't. Yeah.
But do you cut it diagonally, or do you cut it square?
I cut it diagonally only when I want Nick Fury to stay away from my food.
There you go. Exactly. Right.
Most deaf.
Most deaf.
World Kerato. I see why you couldn't say it.
He's like, oh, so that's what it is.
Is it keratoconus?
Something like that.
Patrick, bust that word down, man, so we can put it in
something like that. Somebody get the Gruber pronounce it.
Where we need that asshole of an EP in the chat saying it's pronounced this way.
Yes, but too bad. I don't think I've seen T-Rev in a minute. And you right here. So unless you start typing in the chat, I don't know what we gonna do.
Big facts.
What we gonna do?
What you gonna do? Oh wait.
What you gonna?
Yeah, what you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Yeah,
man. Oh man, bruh. Yeah, bruh. Try to tell me how it's pronounced. Yeah, that's exactly how it's pronounced. It's pronounced. That's how we say it, man. But
yes.
Okay,
yes.
so I wanted to get into this because we mentioned it a little bit earlier, Al. So I'm posing it as a question for Godfather and see what he thinks. And
okay.
I'm probably gonna tell you what. Not that I know, but this is just logical sense.
Gotcha.
So Godfather, how long you think these last 2 episodes are gonna be? They're rumoring supposedly that they're going to be longer and around 2 hours, which I think is impossible. What do you think?
So I do think that this episode is going to clock in at that 47-minute mark that we've seen leaked out.
Okay.
I think the whole 6, everyone's trying to figure out how much time is left on this based off of a conversation about FEIGE or Schaefer, whoever pitched a 6-hour series, a 6-hour movie.
It's 6, yeah, right.
Okay.
But we all know how runtimes change. Just because you pitch a 6-hour movie doesn't mean you're on the clock for 6 hours.
Right.
You know?
Right.
As we see with Justice League and the Snyder cut,
Oh
things
man,
would
we talking
change.
Marvel. We talking Marvel. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't
We talking Marvel.
take us back, please.
Right.
I don't want to.
My chest.
My bloody chest.
Back to the real multiverse.
Right.
So
Nice.
yeah,
Bring
I
us
think the plans may have been there for a 6-hour movie, but then again, we have gotten close to 6 hours if you count all the credits.
We're getting there.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah. We're totally getting there.
Yeah.
And
So I think we got about 47 minutes, and then we'll see the last episode probably close to the same, maybe a little bit longer.
Okay. So what do you think, Al? You agree with Godfather 5 bust this down?
I think tonight, for about some 47 minutes, but I think that last episode we got I think that might be nice, somewhere over an hour. Like we might even creep up on an hour and a half. And the only reason I say that, and that's not any not because of any inside intel, that's not the streets talking, but I look at it like this. When you look at where we are with the story right now, there's still a whole lot that either they gonna leave off the plate or that they gonna have to shore up before we get to the end of this season. Now, the question that I have is, how close is this gonna run into Doctor Strange 2? Because are they running right up against each other? Are we gonna have some kind of a time jump by the time we get there or not? Because that's where you can really start trying to bust down which way it's gonna go. But for me, the way I see it, tonight's a little bit longer than what we've been getting, about 47 minutes. But then that last episode is an hour and 15 to an hour and a half, because what I think they're going to do is they're going to set up that transition from what we've seen episodically into the cinematic experience. And the way you do that is you kind of tie off everything and leave that cliffhanger to have people hooked on where it's going once you get into Doctor Strange 2. Might not go that full hour and a half, because at that point you're talking feature film, but it's definitely going to be over an hour in my opinion.
So we all know that Spider-Man 3 was supposed to be called WandaVision episode 10, right?
We think. We're not sure.
That's what the streets be saying.
Right, Raz? He did say episodically, didn't he?
Hey man, look, I be rolling out. Look, that vocabulary is immaculate. Don't get it twisted.
Oh, he hit us with an immaculate.
Yes, I'm very verbose.
But gentlemen, I'll have to say, mathematically speaking, there's no way that the last episode can be anywhere near close to an hour and a half. I'll tell you why. Because I looked around at a few articles that actually took the time to do the math, and this is right before episode 7.
Mm-hmm.
So on episode 7, the last 3 episodes, we have 145 minutes left out of the 6 hours that it is said that WandaVision is.
Okay.
So after the last episode, that would leave us with around 105 to 110 minutes left. And I believe, yes, they are including at least the post credits. I do not believe that it includes the last credits, because that's also they also do it in different languages and stuff like that too. But as the total runtime on that altogether, it leaves us with about 110 to 105 minutes. And we both know that an hour is 60 minutes.
What?
Since when?
Right. So there's really no way that we could have a 2-hour finale. Now, of course, if we're going to keep it to the actual spectrum, I don't think they're going to wrap it up exactly at 6 hours. Okay. It's either they're going to hit the mark or they're going to go over. So I think they're going to go over. But I would say that these last 2 episodes, I would say, are probably going to be about the maximum that we've seen them do, which is about 45 minutes.
Gotcha.
I say we get about 45 minutes to an hour each at most, but I don't see them really crossing 50 minutes, to be completely honest.
Let me ask you this question. Oh, go ahead, Godfather.
Man, look at that. See what I'm doing?
Go ahead, Godfather.
Go ahead,
the
man.
real question is, what are they going to wrap up anything? Or is this going to be a just cliffhanger to Doctor Strange?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Al, is your question similar, or do you have a different
one? No. My question was a little different. I was going in a different direction. Okay. So I'll let you handle that, and then we'll come back to mine.
Right. Okay. So I think if you want me to cover both episodes of what they might cover up or what they might wrap up,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they're at least going to give us the answers to what we have been craving in this episode. And we're going to probably go back as far as Wanda's psyche and explaining those commercials. And most likely all the way up to the point to where she meets Agatha. And by then, as far as all the extra drama and all that stuff, I feel like Monica's going to be an instrument in helping free Wanda by the end of this, uh, at least the end of this episode. And then the next episode, we get the explosion that I've been waiting for that they keep teasing in the post credit scene. So I don't feel like they're gonna wrap anything up. I feel like they're gonna blow the shit wide open.
Okay.
I feel like it's gonna be Sylvester Stallone with all the cliffhangers we're gonna get.
I see you. I see
What
you.
I think.
So let me ask this question, because this might just shut me the fuck up right here. How official is this 6-hour time frame that we talking about?
Not official at all.
Did Kevin Feige come out and tell us, look, WandaVision
Yes.
6 hours?
Yes, actually. And so did the writers, and so did the producers. So Falcon Winter Soldier is around 8 hours.
Around.
Yes, and it's always he's always roughly with it. I just finished watching like 10 different interviews with Feige, and after watching about the third one, I realized that he probably sat in the same room for hours and it just did his interviews with all these people in the same day, because they're all about 10 minutes long.
Okay.
And all these different questions were asked. And the one question is, are we ever going to get a traditional hour or any longer on any of these streaming shows? And he says they are sticking to a 6 to 8 hour bracket for these movies, because they're trying to, streaming is traditionally going to take over TV, period. Like
Right.
when you watch a television show, you get I Love Raymond, half hour, or technically 26 minutes, and then you get I Love Raymond again. But another, so if you want to see these shows like talking about, you're gonna have to watch them back to back after they come out each week. There's not going to be any streaming show that comes out that they drop all the episodes. They're not doing that. Everything's going to be week by week, and it's no longer than 6 to 8 hours. And the biggest reason why they're doing that is, like I told you, it's been rumored before Endgame was even it came out, but before Endgame was even a done deal, people were still watching it. We were already speculating on Into the Spider-Verse being real. We're already talking about Disney and Sony coming up to a deal to where how they use Spider-Man, and my man Charlie from Emergency Awesome is the one where I learned how the contract works. So if they stick to a 6-hour format, they can legally make Spider-Man streaming shows. Period. So they're not going to cross over that threshold for the fact that they want to do regular TV, and for the fact that they want to be able to bring certain characters to TV that they don't necessarily have the full license for, such as Hulk. That's why they're able to do a She-Hulk show and have Mark Ruffalo in it, because a lot of their contracts stipulate they can do anything between 30 to 45 minutes for a television show. Anything that crosses over that threshold turns into a movie contract, and that violates the contract. Now, I don't know what happens when it's violated, but they're not going to do that.
Beautiful, except we're talking about WandaVision, not Spider-Man and She-Hulk.
Right, and I got that. So WandaVision has already been confirmed for 6 hours, or roughly 6 hours. So I feel like
Yeah, but that my question though is what does that roughly mean? Because
roughly, now I have to go with what Feige's saying. That's why I'm saying roughly. The man said roughly, so, and that's probably because he doesn't know exactly, because he just has his hand in it. He probably isn't completely puppeteering it. That's what he has,
shit.
Everybody else for.
Telling me White Shug doesn't know something?
White Shug is acting as if he doesn't know something.
Bingo. No, I think
there's a lot of other things he's acting like he doesn't know.
I think it's the other way though. I think White Shug is acting certain about something, and we might just be all going for the ride, man. Now look, I totally get what you're saying with it, not necessarily being a 90-minute episode or something like that. And I totally get, the format and the whole contract situation and all that. But when I look at where this show is right now, unless you finna give people the cliffhanger of all cliffhangers and literally just leave this shit wide open until you get to Doctor Strange 2, they got some shit to catch up on.
Yes, they do. I agree.
Now I could totally see a scenario where White Shug is like, nah, we ain't gonna give it to you. We're gonna wait, and then we're gonna drop this movie, and y'all gonna come pay all this money in the movies to come see this. We want to know. We want the bucks. I could totally see that. But I could also see a scenario where they've set up this whole situation and have everybody expecting something. And then out of left field, it's like, nah, we actually going to hit you with about an hour and 15 minutes. Now, a way around that could be, you know what we'll do? We'll just split the shit up into 2 different episodes. And you got double episodes at the beginning. You get double episodes at the end. And call it a day.
I would say that I would agree with that. Now, if y'all want to say that they're going to drop the last 2 episodes at the same time, that's different. I would agree with that. But it's going to be each episode.
Oh, well, yeah, they could.
45
Yeah,
minutes.
they could now again. Yeah, they could definitely split that. But I tell you, if they did split them up, there would be no previous. No, it's like literally when you hit that next episode, you're going right into it.
Right.
It's like right into it, and that's something that I can see because that just to me it would still fit in the whole motif of what they're doing with the show, and you would be able to. And it's kind of like that Feige loophole where he could be like, "Well, I told y'all it was going to be roughly 6 to 8 hours." And I told you it was going to be roughly this many episodes. That's why I asked you about that roughly word. Because roughly is the Nerdvenger equivalent of something like. Like,
I feel you, right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's.
But, okay, so I'll put it to you this way, because to give you a little context about it. When my man Feige don't want to talk about something, he will give you the silent treatment. Okay, so like, buddy was pushing that. Are we? This is before Charlie Cox was confirmed. Okay.
Yep.
He was pushing that. Are we going to get Charlie Cox? And by the 3rd time, after Feige already answered a maybe, I don't know. We can't answer that in a way. And he asked again. He just sat there. With this, when he was talking about how long these episodes are, and roughly, when you see him answer it, it's not roughly like I'm trying to gas you up. It's more or less roughly like I got a lot of shit going on. You asking me how this particular episode is, I can't tell you. I know I set the guideline of type deal. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure they're allowed to run over or run short.
Right.
But, it's going to be, if the man says it's around 6 hours, I'm not expecting it to be 7, 8. I expect it to be 6 hours, 15, something like that. But
Gotcha.
I don't see them.
I feel you.
Bossing that up.
We're getting way deep on runtimes here.
Well, this look
a lot more fun stuff to talk about.
Well, I was just about to say, like I was just about to say, throw me some 5 white sugar emojis in the chat just for the fact that like white sugar got us breaking down times and run times. Just for the fact that we over here breaking down run times like it's like algebra 2 and trigonometry.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because this is how it goes down. This is what white should be doing, man.
That's and another thing. Like I'm saying, he also was asked the question of, will there any of these streaming shows get a season 2? And supposedly, it's rumored that Loki is gonna have a season 2.
Okay.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Just the way that they're setting it up.
Yeah. But he was specifically asked if WandaVision was gonna have a season 2. And my man put on his tapping shoes. He put on his little light Mexican outfit, and he bust out the veil, and he danced all around them interviewers when they asked him if there's going to be a season 2 to WandaVision. And I feel like if the man didn't outright say no, it's going to be yes.
Because season 2 of WandaVision is Doctor Strange too, in the Multiverse of Man.
No. I mean, I get what you going with that. But for some reason, that hit me in my soul that's wrong.
That's okay, because my 8-year-old son was so happy that it was getting close to the end. He's like, that means season 2 is coming. And I was like, oh no, sorry.
Not to burst your bubble.
No.
Look, and we talked about this last night, man. Like, I could see there being a season 2. I could, but I don't think there will be because I think the way that these shows are set up, they are springboards into a larger story. They are springboards into cinematic experiences. And yes, they could come back and revisit that in another season. But they could also very well supplement this content with something totally different that still connects to this overall overarching story. So for me, I think it would be a scenario where no, there's not a season 2 of WandaVision, but you get let's say, the Wakanda show, and that's like this talk, a different aspect of this same story and the same multiversal impact, but you're getting it from the Wakanda perspective and those characters. And you get like these little nuggets of crossover in this next phase of shows that actually tie all of this together. Because now, again, I could totally see them doing a sequel, a second season. And like I said last night, if the money's right, then it don't matter what the plan was. They gonna throw a WandaVision season 2 out there.
All right. Before we get into that, or let's just get right into that, because the one thing that Kevin has, I shouldn't use his name, White Shug.
There we go.
The one thing that White Shug has done from day one is, it's about the money for sure, but the story that he's weaving is more important.
Yes, 100%, 100%.
Okay, and I'm gonna say that I feel like y'all are being completely myopic. You know why I'm gonna say that? Because y'all are just being spoon-fed by Feige, and y'all are just loving it. He's giving y'all castor oil right now.
He feeling himself, y'all. Like he
No,
feeling himself over here. He either
good.
got them stunner
Y'all-
shades on. He done started messing around with the hex on the side. Now he coming around here talking like, you know what? Just because it's Black History Month, don't start showing out. Don't start showing out.
Hey,
Don't start showing out.
Here I go. We got 3 days left.
Look,
4 days left.
you try to squeeze it all in. I already see where this is going. You like by the time we come back next week, it's gonna be somewhere around March. We gonna be in March. See, look.
Marching too.
Yeah, marching in March.
I say that because he was also asked how far ahead do they plan? Honestly,
yes,
And
Forever.
they plan up to 5 or 6 years, guys. 5 to 6 years. So my man Feige acting like he don't know what kind of season 2, and he dancing around answering these questions. He knows what has a season 2. Okay.
Oh well, yeah, of course he does. Of course he knows.
So the fact that my man
That doesn't mean a dance means yes.
Hey, yes, the dance definitely means yes. Okay. We didn't bring this up, but the Big Hero 6. Okay, so do y'all think that that's real? When the Diz Insider came out and was like they're bringing it to the MCU, and then all of the trades come out of nowhere, and they're like, oh no, this is what happened. No, you don't see nothing here. This is just false information. All of them, not just one, all of them. I kind of agree with Josh that they squelching that because it's true.
Well,
And
of
whenever
course.
I
Well, it's the
see a
same
man
reason
do
why
a
they keep-
dance,
It's the same reason they keep killing the leaks, the leaked photos.
Exactly.
right,
But
this is true.
But okay, but see, but what I'm saying
Everyone's
is
got to take those shield checks, man.
that's what exactly. But again, to your point and what you're saying though, how could it not be, or why could it not be that the reason that while everybody, including the trades, including Feige with the way that he's answering these questions, is coming out and saying, oh yeah, it's definitely gonna be X amount of episodes and around 6 hours. Why can't that be double speed? If they can come out and be saying that and basically trumpeting Feige and doing his bidding for him and saying, no, leave that Big Hero 6. They don't know what they're talking about. It could be the same thing on the other side of that, on the other side of that coin when it comes to this runtime. That's all I'm saying.
And the biggest reason why I say no on that is because it's like multiply confirmed. Yes, I said multiply confirmed. That's not gonna happen.
You know, you earned some vocabulary points with myopic, but when you said multiply,
hey, that was on purpose.
He lost.
It's on purple. It's always on.
On purple. On purple. I like that. I like that.
I'm purpleless.
So like, let's do this
that.
though. Let me ask you this question because I think
Can we get into the actual show, man? There's so much that's gonna happen. I'm
I know.
excited.
We here for it, man.
That's exactly it. I mean, I don't know who's on a time limit
more
here.
I keep looking at who's watching now, more and more people are here for it. So
Exactly. But here's
my-
what I want to know. Here's what I want to know. What is the next step in, or the next step in the Pietro situation? Was that misdirect at the end at that post-credit scene, or is Pietro under Agatha's control straight up?
what you think, Godfather?
Oh, Pietro's definitely under Agatha's control.
Okay.
And if we're gonna take White Shug at his word, he even confirmed that, saying that it's just another way for people to be messing with Wanda.
Mm-hmm.
Got you. Okay.
I have seen that.
Exactly.
I have-
Exactly.
I
So
have-
then, in tonight's episode, does Pietro break free somehow, or is Pietro still gonna be Team Agatha?
What you think,
I don't know
Godfather?
about that.
Mm.
I don't know about that.
Don't know
I
about
think
that.
we're gonna see some of Pietro's past,
Okay.
some of his childhood, but I don't think we're gonna get to see much in that realm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, for me, and once again, before I say this, I am most definitely keeping log of all y'all's beautiful super chats. We will get into that.
Most deaf.
But occasionally someone may say something in the chat that is relevant to what I'm about to say. And the best car
That
blacksmith.
reaffirms your point.
Yep. Of course. Got to go with that. He said, I think it was just a nice cameo. No Fox Quicksilver in the MCU. And I think that's actually very correct. I don't think that's actually Pietro. There's been at least 2 or 3 people that's already called him an imposter, a lie, recast. So obviously it's not really Pietro. I think the one thing that kind of makes sense.
Peter.
Well, I mean, the one thing to me that kind of makes sense, the only other speedster that they've teased that we technically haven't gotten confirmed outright is the Wizard. The Wizard is totally a speedster. Has damn near the same powers as Quicksilver. So I wouldn't be surprised if somehow or some way they decided to bend the story a bit, and instead of making the Wizard Wanda's father and traveling down that rabbit hole, you could totally just make him another MCU character that's under Agatha's spell. And he's easy to pose as Quicksilver and look like somebody else. And let's think it's that, because like, I agree with you, Godfather. It really said it's just to mess with people.
So let me see if I understand this correct. So what you're saying is that you think bringing Pietro from the X-Men, the Fox X-Men series, and having that dude in the show is designed to be a complete and total misdirect and borderline troll to fans.
Yep.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
So
I vehemently, that's another big word for you. I vehemently disagree with that shit. Because that would, for me, take my view of this show down quite a few notches. Because in my opinion, that's a cheap ass trick. That's a cheap, if you want to misdirect. If you want to say that's not the actual Pietro that we, in the sense that we think it is, cool. But if all that amounts to be was just a simple troll to say, oh yeah, we just gonna get this character because we know he's been in these movies before, man, look, I'm gonna be like, Feige, bro. That's
all right. So that's definitely not what I'm saying. I'll admit that that's what Lavis is saying, but that's not what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, now I speak for myself.
Oh yeah,
100% of the time, unless Al cosigns.
Yeah, well, let it be known I am not co-signing this.
No, I don't expect neither one of y'all to co-sign. I just, only thing I plainly expect in the end of this, since y'all don't agree, is just for y'all to be wrong. That's the only thing. And then afternoon,
hey, if I'm wrong, I will get on here and be like, you know what, Feige got me. Feige got me. But if they straight troll me like that, then you know what? I ain't buying shit that they talking about. I'm just gonna sit back and watch.
I'm actually surprised that Godfather isn't on this train, because he was the number one person that pointed out that they was trolling us, especially on that episode where Wu was writing on the board all these different questions that we were asking, and pointing out that we was being heavily trolled from that point. So and then they said, oh, I got a guy, I got an engineer, and everybody took that and ran with it. Even the actress was like, yo, I can't wait for y'all to meet who this is. And that turned out to be a big pile of nothing.
That we don't know. Exactly. Thank you, Godfather.
Yeah.
Because
it turned out to be a big pile of nothing.
For so far, yes.
You really think that when she said, here they are, you really think that was the end? That was the troll, man. White Suge knows what he's doing.
All right, I'm not gonna lie, you lost me. Here they are. What are you talking about? Who said that?
When Monica and Wu were rolling up to meet the supposedly the engineer, and it ends up just being some army or wherever from, like, that was not the real engineer.
I mean,
she may have delivered it.
Says who?
Says John Boyega, who's coming,
seemed to know a lot about
this
it
week or next week.
Next week, but I mean, she seemed to know a lot about it.
So
she had the specs. She was asking if it was built to her specifications. I mean,
well, shouldn't she know that it was built to her
the point is,
specifications?
here's the point. I think that you guys wasn't to overlook because you still expected something. I think the point it really is they bigged up something, and in the moment where it should have been paid off, where you expected to be paid off on the large grand scale, you got nothing.
Exactly.
Okay, so who's the one that made that a big deal?
Yet.
Who made it a big deal though? Did the show make it a big deal? All thing she said was, "I got a guy. We got to meet somebody who's going." It sounded like it was a means to an end to progress the story, and we all was like, "Oh shit, that's got to be somebody spectacular." And it came out to be nothing. I don't think they bigged it up. I think we did.
Everything else in the show has been Easter egg after Easter egg after Easter egg, and they know it.
We think. I mean, I'm over here saying that Peter could be the wizard, and I could be 1,000% wrong. Although there's literal Easter eggs to it, and we got zero payoff on it, technically.
I think,
technically,
I think the conclusion that we're getting to is something that I said back when we started watching this damn show from the beginning. They have thrown
what the fuck
exactly. They have thrown so much shit out there, and if Feige is sitting back like, all you motherfuckers is wrong because none of you have a clue what's coming. And even when we think we have, they leaked the whole damn script for an episode based off the closed captioning. We got everything and still didn't realize what that meant.
Yes.
Like we knew that we still didn't know what that meant. So like for anybody to say with any type of definitiveness, we're going to add that word, definitiveness, that they know what's coming, man, we all wrong. We all wrong. Right. But this is what makes this shit so fun, is you get to sit here and you get to stand on your mountain and you get to say, no, the episode's only going to be this long. No, this character ain't finna be nobody. They trolling us. No, I think they going to be have a big deal. And then we all get to come back here at 3 o'clock in the morning after we watch the watch party, and we get to be like, I told you, motherfuckers. I told you. Or you know what? Or you get to be quiet.
Every week we get to come back and say something completely different.
Exactly.
And the only person that calls me out on that shit, Lavis. Thank you very much.
It's my job.
I mean,
this is how it goes, man.
I get paid in points to do that. Why do you think I give away so many points?
Because you got them to spare, man.
Yes.
I thought you got paid in those basic attention tokens that the Brave browser.
I get paid in those too.
Out.
I get all types of currency.
Hey,
I just don't use it. My currency flows like the river. Like
he ain't lying. He ain't lying.
Like
but I'm curious, Godfather. So
I'm a broke vendor.
What other aspects or potential aspects of tonight's show got you geeked, man? What else? Yes. What else got you geeked?
The topic that was on the screen right before I hopped on when we were talking about Black History Month and all the black actors that can play mutants.
Word.
I think they did this on purpose because they waited till the very end of Black History Month to introduce us to White Vision.
Oh. Now that would be hilarious. You wait, hey, look. That's that.
Like the end.
Like, the very tail end.
Credit
like,
end.
Yes.
That's hilarious.
100.
Which is funny because Al, wasn't that one of the points I was going to say that might happen at least by the end of this? I could have said that when he asked what they're going to wrap up. I feel like yes, I think like Vision may actually gain his independence by the end of this show, if nothing else.
Yes.
I like Josh thinks he's gonna die. I don't think they're gonna kill him again. I agree with you. I think they're gonna turn him into a version of White Vision.
Wait.
They're gonna.
You missed the whole thing earlier.
No,
remember?
I didn't.
I was troll, the double vision, man. They ain't gonna turn him into. There's.
Are you gonna kill him off?
Visions.
And there's another one.
There's 2 visions.
Mm.
And we see both tonight.
Okay.
He was a dead one and a live one.
Okay. I'm with it. I'm here for it because that's the type of shit that I'm waiting for. And that's why I think tonight's going to be a 10.
Remember, people, that spoiler alert right up there.
Yep. Look, don't say we didn't warn you.
Right.
Don't say we didn't warn you. But that's the thing, man. Like tonight is going to be crazy because put it like this, regardless of how much the runtime is or whatever the case may be, you know that they've got to hit the ground running with this episode because they've only got 2 left. So unless they're going to troll us again and give us another episode like we got last week, which again wasn't a bad episode, but it was like, okay, tell me something I didn't know already.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So unless we get another one of those and they really holding on to that last episode to kind of like just blow people out of the water, because the other thing too is from a budget standpoint, where the hell the money at? Like that's they talked about how much money they put into this show. I haven't seen anything from a special effects standpoint that has warranted a whole bunch of money being spent. So when are we?
They've had to get that mustache off of Paul Bettany this whole time.
Oh
and it
man,
actually looks real.
Look, that's a good point. But I'm saying, man, even with the mustache considered, we still haven't seen the bulk of the budget for this episode or for this season, the series, I think. And that's where I think these last 2 episodes are going to come to play. And it's going to be all hands on deck. We might, so, and here's a question. This leads me right into a question I had. What is the possibility, and if so, who would it be, of an Avenger showing up by the end of this season?
An Avenger?
And another Avenger. I won't say OG Avenger because then you'd be putting it real limited. But of the Avengers we know of.
Now, could that include like future? Like maybe they're not an Avenger yet?
No. I'm talking about Avengers.
Everyone's been an Avenger at some point.
Right.
So
I'm saying Avengers as of the Avengers we got from Endgame back.
Ah, okay. That still limits me.
Who's showing up?
Shoot. I don't know. None of the people I can think of make sense.
I mean, the only one that makes real sense and it's arguable whether he's an Avenger or not is Strange, but I think that's kind of like off the table. That's not something that that's not an answer that we can give.
He's an Avenger in the comics at one point, but not like in the MCU. If we're keeping it MCU specific.
Yeah.
I would so you kind of limited me because I wanted to say my man that was going to be in the Eternals. Is it Black Knight? Is that my man's name?
Black Knight?
Kit
Harington?
Okay.
I would say if there's an Avenger that's going to show up, for it to make any kind of sense, even though he's not an Avenger yet, we know he will be. I would say it would be Black Knight. That's only that because he's an Eternal, or at least linked with them, and maybe would have some kind of insight to it. But even on that, like, I don't know. To me, it doesn't make any real sense that an Avenger would show up. I don't see an Avenger showing up. I could see someone else, maybe from a teaser, like maybe a mutant of some kind showing up. Doctor Strange himself showing up. Something along those lines. I could see that, but not really an Avenger. None of them make sense in my opinion.
All right, the only one that makes sense, and again, we can argue whether or not he's an Avenger yet or whatever, is Spider-Man.
I like that. I like that.
Randomly though, like he sees the hex and he's like, "Whoa!" and he just goes over there like he normally does, type deal.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's riding a bus across the bridge into Jersey and sees sees the hex. Yeah, I think that I think the most amazing part of that would be the fact that that Tom Holland wouldn't have spoiled it by now already.
Right.
So
Right.
I don't think
Yeah.
that's actually happening.
So
Right.
But
go ahead.
no.
Because I haven't given my answer, and the chat that stole it from me. I love y'all, but damn y'all. But believe it or not, for me, Hawkeye.
I was gonna say that.
Hawkeye.
But it don't make sense.
Well, okay. It doesn't make sense from the standpoint of the actual story that they're telling right now. But if there's anybody who they would attempt, or if any Avenger that they would attempt to utilize to get through to Wanda, Hawkeye would be the one. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the only one that you see her having any type of a connection with outside of Vision in the Infinity Saga, really. Like she's connected to the rest of them. You know, she's trained with Falcon and all of that stuff. We saw that at the end of Ultron, Age of Ultron, and all that. So she's you know, down with the squad. Like she's one of them. But Hawkeye might be that dude that they try. Like if anybody was going to show up and you were going to throw a cameo in there, I could see it being Hawkeye. And I kept thinking about this throughout the week because I'm like, will they do anything like that with these last 2 episodes? I think Strange is going to show up and before the end of this series, because of the fact that this is tying into Doctor Strange too. So you've got to at some point bring Strange on to make that connection. Like I don't think you can do Doctor Strange 2 and just pick that immediately up. If she's going to be directly involved in that movie, a central part of that movie, how do you just automatically throw in Doctor Strange and be like, oh, by the way, remember, like, we gonna throw Wanda in now? Like, he's got to be, or put it like this, or they have to specifically, like, name drop this dude, like, oh, we got to get Doctor Strange involved, or something like that. Like, this is the only person that can maybe help us understand what exactly is going on. Like, he's got to show up at some point.
Well, I don't know. See, I would normally agree with that if they didn't rearrange the timeline of when they were dropping the movies. I feel like if it was really that essential to have Doctor Strange make a cameo in this, they would have never moved Doctor Strange from being, because it was supposed to be WandaVision, Doctor Strange. And then they moved Doctor Strange. Like Doctor Strange is like the end game of it all now, technically.
Well, yeah, but that was,
that.
Exactly. That though, to me,
Yeah, but
go ahead, Godfather.
So here's my only point. If we're looking at like what's gonna tie in, to me, Hawkeye is a great tie-in because he's got his show coming. Could be Kate Bishop, but it could also be Miss Marvel. I know that casting was real close to when they finished filming, but like the idea of it, you know, 2 New Jersey, you know, superhero stories happening. They could really easily tie that.
That would meld together. That would also meld together really well too. Totally could see that. The last one I got for y'all though. And Lavis, I'm really interested to hear your answer to this since you think that Pietro is just is a troll. At
I'll
this point.
I'll go last. We'll let Godfather in. But go ahead.
We've heard the whispers about Magneto. And people thinking Magneto might show up. Do we think, or do y'all think that Magneto will show up?
Yes.
And if so, what version of Magneto do we get?
Fassbender.
We're
getting Fassbender.
I can't believe I'm saying it, but I agree. I don't know. Now I don't know about this episode, but my thing, and so it's funny that you say that you agree, Lavis, because I'm like, okay, well then, so that would be the only way that I can see the Pietro thing being a troll. That's the only way that can be a troll. Because if you set people up and you make everybody buy into this whole idea that Pietro from the Fox X-Men universe is this troll, like he's really not that dude, that could throw people off the trail or the scent to be like, then ain't gonna be no X-Men in this show. And then you get Fassbender, Magneto, like as the big cameo, like that would be crazy. And that would be, and it would be brilliant. But I don't think Pietro's a troll though. I think they're both. I think we get Magneto, but I also think this is gonna be the Quicksilver from the Fox X-Men, and that they're gonna explain how that is possible and what facilitated that, and that's gonna be the door that opens up this multiverse of madness, if you will. I think
Just
that's
'cause
gonna be
they're
the thing.
trolling, just because they're trolling doesn't mean that it's not gonna continue to move forward.
Oh, 100, 100.
So what I've heard in my mother's third floor basement is that we're getting Fastbender, but it's not gonna be Fastbender in the current timeline. It's gonna
Gotcha,
be
like
a
some kind of
flashback.
flashback. Yeah. Which even if that's the case, I'm
Looking
still
through memories.
I would still be down with that because again, my hope, and this is my hope, is that Feige has found a way to make, as bad as they were, all of those previous X-Men films a part of this same continuity or this same art, to where they exist in their own space and time, but that there is now, because of the multiverse, the potential of any of these previous Marvel movies that have been made for us to see these characters in an upcoming MCU flick or MCU show.
In a new light.
In a whole new light. Exactly. Because my thing is, and this is again because I feel like White Suge is just such a motherfucking gangster. Like, what better way to stick it to all of these other studios and be like, you know what? Now that we're gonna show you how to do it the right way. And we don't even necessarily have to recast some of these people to do it the right way. We're gonna take your characters and we're gonna make your characters make our movies better. How about that?
And the best part is we're gonna take your shit movies and make them the shitty part of our canon that we can explain away.
Exactly.
Some shit had to be going wrong for that to actually have happened.
Right. Exactly. And that's the thing that I think, that's where I feel like it all comes together, is that's the end game for White Suge. He's found a way to interconnect all of these properties, even the Sony Spider-Man universe, and say, you know what?
Yep.
All of this stuff is is all tied together. But all of that peripheral shit don't touch what we doing over here, and we'll prove it by bringing those characters in and totally rehabilitating what you thought about them when you last saw them on screen.
Well,
Plus the fact that he's making money off of all of those.
Oh
now.
yeah. Oh yeah. Come on.
I got a bigger one for y'all then. If y'all really want something to blow up and y'all want all these cameos and all these people to show up, how about this?
What you got?
How about the big battle that I have to agree, again, with my man Trinity, that's going to happen between Vision and Wanda, breaks the reality because Vision isn't real. Vision is a figment, and her fighting him breaks the reality, destroys the Hex in an explosion. And as we watch the Hex explode around the world, we start seeing all these different characters just show up, blip in, pop the hell up.
I'm with that. I'm with that.
We get Fassbender, we get McAvoy, and all of them just popping up all over the world, making all that MCU canon.
Hey, I'm with that. I'm with that. And that's my thing. It's like, I think that's what, I don't know if it's necessarily going to come out or play out exactly like that, but I think that's what it's setting up for. Is it's like all of a sudden, Feige's just gonna dump all the toys on the floor and be like, you know what? Look, now we can just grab any of these characters we want, any of them we want. And so that is where I'm so hyped for tonight, because I feel like tonight is finally, after all of the setup that we've gotten so far, as good as the show's been, tonight's the night where you start seeing the real implications of what's going on. And when you really start going, oh, this shit is so next level, I wasn't even ready for this.
Right.
Like, that's where I think this is going, because it's like, you also got to think about the fact that they are, for all intents and purposes, trying to one up Infinity War and in Endgame. Like, you can't keep this going and be setting up for something that is not going to be as epic as that, and have as many moments and be as crazy as that was. So that's where I think this is headed, and that's why I think tonight is the start of us really going down. So it's going down, man. It's going down for real.
Well, I got a couple questions left, but go ahead, Godfather.
I have one that might put a damper on the mood, so I'll wait till the end.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay. Well, let's not dampen moods just yet. Ha cha 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 cha. My question is, because we've been dancing around this, and I actually think that this is going to be more of the focal point for this episode, which is why I would really love if they did drop these last 2 episodes at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
But we ain't spoke a lick about Agatha, man. Like, what is her story? Does she have something to do with the other witches? Because it's speculated in the second episode where they have all the women in it talking about for the children and doing a talent show.
Yep.
And there's like what 7 women there, including Wanda. It's speculated that's something to do with the Salem 7
Salem witch. Yep. Mm-hmm.
and the witches. So, do we think that there are other witches in town? Maybe Agatha is actually the actual head of that. What is her purpose on wanting to control Wanda? Does she want to? Does her son exist in another multiverse? Did she have that kind of tragedy? Because she was very interested, even though it seems like it's an act. She still was kind of genuinely interested in Wanda's ability to bring back things to the living world. I'll put it that way. I'm not sure if she's bringing people back from the dead.
Right.
She's at least bringing people back and making them tangible after at least being so. So, like, what do you think they're going to expand on in Agatha in this episode? Is the general question.
All right. So I don't want to take this from you, Al, but
No, go ahead, man.
The one other thing about the date that showed up in the last episode of what was it, November 10th, world.
Mm-hmm.
Get it? Lavis. What was it?
That word again. Rhinoceros. I don't know.
There you go. Yes. The one other thing about November 10th
Mm-hmm.
is pointed out by Radul in our Discord, in our Marvel Leaks channel. Said it's the date of a storm named the Witch of November.
Okay.
And so I think we're gonna get the whole coven in this episode.
Ah, you
Okay.
All out on her in this one. Okay, that would be
I
interesting.
think we're gonna see some of Agatha's backstory.
I would like that too, because they're already teasing a lot of missing children. Even
Yes.
all the way up to Spider-Man 3, and a lot of that goes back to witches. You know what I'm saying? Especially when they talk about things like Hansel and Gretel and stuff. You know, that was a whole witch they threw in the oven. So you know, it's not far fetched that witches eat children. And then you got Agatha talking about she did bite a child once.
Yes.
Like she's
Yeah.
hungry. So that would be kind of interesting to see them play into that a bit more, for sure. What are you thinking, Al?
Yeah, I think the Agatha thing, man, is she's definitely there, or they're definitely gonna kind of expand on that, and I think it will tie into the Salem witches and all of that. But I think we also get the reveal that like she's working on behalf of or at the behest
Right.
of somebody, whether that's Nightmare, Mephisto, some combination of the two, whatever the case may be. I think that's going to be part of what we also realize, and that might even be tonight, because I don't know, and that's the thing that I keep thinking about too, because everybody knows that this kind of seems like it's like a reverse House of M or something like that. So
Yeah.
it's like, okay, from that respect, what is her benefit, or what is Mephisto or Nightmare's benefit if it's reversed, that all of these mutants and start to appear now, or what is their interest in destabilizing the multiverse? Do they even want to destabilize the multiverse? Is that even what they're trying to do, or is it more about being able to bring these particular characters from other universes or from other states of being, if you will, back into reality? Like, is that what is the actual intent, and where is that going, and how does that unfold? That's what I'm really interested in seeing, and how does that tie into the kids? Because I feel like, you know, and I think Godfather, you just said this a minute ago, there's been focus on the children from, you know, the beginning of this series. You know, when they were doing the For the Children chant and all of that, all the focus on Wiccan and Speed, and kind of even going so far as to telling the story, you know, even though it was kind of biting off the Malcolm in the Middle thing, it's like they even gave, you know, us their perspective from, you know, to let us see it from their eyes, if you will. And as much as people may have thrown this aside, I even think that the whole situation with the kids in the last episode that just showed up out of nowhere when Vision and Vision and Cat, when they were trying to get back, and they interrupted them. Like, I think there's something more or deeper with that because of old dude that was like actually there with them and whatnot. So it's like, I think all of that is playing into this thing where somehow the kids have something to do with this, but it's more about what is the real intent in terms of, are they trying to destabilize reality, or is it that they're trying to manipulate reality in a way that allows them to achieve some goal? And so that's where I'm leaning towards that.
They're just hungry, man. They're just trying to eat the kids.
Right.
Hey,
right.
could be, man. They just want some snacks. I mean, you know what it's like when you get them munchies, man.
It's the MCU version of QAnon.
I feel you.
Right.
I feel you.
Okay. So I got another thing for you.
Mm-hmm.
So they showed that cicada on the wall just kind of creeping.
Yep.
They say it's kind of important because they say that the first time, I think it was Nightmare, the first time you see Nightmare is kind of he shows up as a fly.
Okay.
And so the fact that they showed a cicada, people believe that they're kind of leaning more towards it being Nightmare than Mephisto.
Okay.
And another point to that, just taking it back to the real world, we all know that Disney and China try to play nice. Disney always trying to make China happy, and for some reason, I mean, don't look at me. It's a matter of interest, and I'm not interested. But for some reason, when it comes to the name or the word or whatever with Mephisto, it doesn't play well in China. So it's widely speculated that we're going to get a amalgamation or a combination of Nightmare and Mephisto all wrapped in one, and they just call it Nightmare for all intents and purposes because of that. So what do you guys think about that? Do you think that Nightmare and Mephisto is practically the same thing now? It's just going to give one character, and they're going to play it off because of that? Or do you think there's still a chance that we're going to get a Mephisto character, and they just maybe change the subtitles for China?
I honestly don't know, man. On that one, I don't know, because I don't know too much about kind of that China situation and and how they and how, like, what the what would be the ramifications of that. But I could, from a story standpoint, I could see them combining Nightmare and Mephisto into one character just for the sake of keeping it simple for the normies, and for the sake of taking those elements and utilizing them in a way that helps to further this story. So I think that that's definitely possible. But in terms of the China aspect of that, man, can't tell you.
Right. I feel you. Yeah, it's kind of hard. You know anything about it? Different Godfather?
No, I was just that the Super Two-Way a couple of minutes ago was someone asking what are the chances that we never hear the word Mephisto uttered in the show. And I think that while everyone believes that Mephisto is behind all this, I think they're gonna go with someone that's Nightmare or an amalgamation of it. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I mean, because they did that, and I didn't realize it. But apparently they did that in Iron Man 2 with Whiplash. Apparently he was a combination of characters, and then they just named him Whiplash, and that was that. I didn't even realize it. I was watching one of them videos that was breaking that down. I was like, wow, okay. I didn't know that. Beskar, he said Disney Plus doesn't stream in China. I don't think Nightmare or Mephisto is really going to show up in this show. I'm pretty sure he's going to show up in the movie, which will air in China. So you might have to play nice if you're trying to talk about bringing somebody who's a big bad into a movie in a place that you plan on releasing said movie. I don't feel like we're going to get Nightmare or Mephisto too heavy. Like, if they reveal it in WandaVision, which I think they might, I just don't think it's going to be too big. I think they might reveal it by the end of this episode and maybe play around with it more in the last episode. But I feel like the last episode is going to be as far as the wrap up with Vision and Wanda and all of it. Like that's going to be the major conclusion right there. But I'm gonna tell y'all who I think really is the secret cameo, and I've said this before. I think the Luke Skywalker-esque cameo is going to be Luke Skywalker himself. I think it's going to be Mark Hamill.
Really?
As Nightmare.
I agree with you.
I can see that. I could definitely see it. I mean, because that's the one thing. It's like, why would you, of all things, make that reference? Like, I get, the Mandalorian thing and the Disney connection and all of that, but I don't, like, why would you make that reference unless it has something to do with, what was coming? So it very well could be, very well could be the case. I'm here for it.
Yes,
I think he would be excellent as Nightmare. I could just, and that's without me really knowing too much about the Nightmare character, but just basing that off the sheer fact that the man was probably the best voice for Joker we've ever had. I'm like, this dude, I would love to see Mark Hamill in that role.
And speaking of voices, he was also the voice for Nightmare in the Ultimate Spider-Man.
Oh, well, then there you go.
So
there
why
you
not
go.
Bring back one amazing actor to actually play it live action?
Right.
And you reveal it at the end of this episode as a teaser and make everybody want to come back and watch the final episode.
Mm-hmm.
And then you do away with it quickly. You do away with it real quickly and have them come back in the movie.
Yeah.
And the WandaVision stuff.
Exactly.
And boom. But yeah, I think it's going to be my man, Mark Hamill.
With it. I am here for it.
Be
so
surprised.
Let's do this before we wrap up and get into this Q&A.
Yes, sir.
I think I already gave mine. I said I'm shooting for a 10. So, Godfather, what you thinking about tonight's episode? Where are you gonna rate that?
I'm shooting. I'll up it to 8.5. But if we see Agatha eating any cats, I'm gonna have to downgrade it back to 8.
So 8.5. I'm not touching that. 10.
There was my downer, by the way.
I'm not touching it.
There was no downer in that.
No,
that was my downer. I wanted to know what the odds of Agatha eating a cat in this episode are.
Man, let me tell you, the over-under on that, I say, is way under. Lavis, what you
Trinity,
got, man?
I know is out there, and he'll get the reference that I'm talking about, but
there's too many references to get, in my opinion. Or maybe it's just because we both Scorpios, Al.
It could be. Could be, man.
It's your boy Myrtle who's out there eating cats. Not really. Not really. No. There's a literal scene in one of the comics that I read my kids last week where Agatha eats a cat, and
oh wow,
I've heard about it ever since.
Man,
and my kids are
traumatized,
scarred for life.
Read that to them.
They'll never look at a feline the same again.
Right. Me, I go with you. I'm with you, Al. I'm up there in the 9-10 range.
Okay.
I'm really up in the 9-10 range, and I see the people tonight are they're really up there. I see some in betweens though. We got some 8s.
Yeah.
9.9, 9.99 from Second Street. See 12 out of 10 from Midnight. Brandon Vic Boss though. Oh, okay, he came back. He said 3 at first, but he came back with a 9 out of 10. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I see a 6.9 though from Zach Crenshaw. I feel like again that's a bait. Trust Gang came through with a 7, 11. So yeah, a lot of people are they're up there when it really comes down to it.
Mm-hmm.
They are really expecting. I feel like this episode can't help but be good regardless because honestly, all jokes aside, I feel like we're gonna get of course, like Godfather said, more of a background on Agatha. My man, I think we're gonna get some more answers. I think we gotta get answers on Pietro, whatever you want to call him, period. Because at the end of it, my man was totally caught up with Monica and was like, Snoop is gonna snoop.
Yes.
So then they showed that he was being controlled by Agatha. So that either means
exactly
Agatha's already on it and sent my man after him. He could very well be the bunny for all we know. But I think we're gonna get answers.
Scratchy.
Yeah, he could totally. He could turn out to be Mephisto or Nightmare himself.
Facts.
You know,
definitely.
We don't know for sure, but I think we're going to get a lot of those answers tonight. And I think it's going to be a mixture of what Agatha's been doing to egg the situation on,
Mm-hmm.
and what drove Wanda to go down there and get my man Vision back, because there was a good point that somebody pointed out in one of the videos I watched, that pretty much she just waltzes in there. You know what I'm saying? Nobody tries to stop her. I think it was Trinity, actually. Nobody tries to stop her.
Right.
And they just
What does she do?
Right,
What does she do actually?
Yeah, she does a little wiggly woos. She does a little-
No. I'm saying she never stole the body. We never saw her.
They didn't go that far. No. Well, she was knocking out cameras supposedly. So yeah, I mean, we don't know how it came out that way.
Right.
We don't know
Right.
for sure. But I'm pretty much saying she stole it. And
he said pretty much.
I look
she
forward
stole that
to
shit. On.
proving you wrong in a few hours.
Oh, you think my man Hayward, aka Skrull, aka Grim Reaper, practically gave it to her because he's working with Agatha Harkness on the inside and the outside too?
The body never left.
You still think
the body never left?
Okay.
Okay.
That's where that I think that's where that white vision come in.
How else do we get the double vision?
Double vision. Yeah, man.
See? Well, see, that's the only reason why I
Purple drink will give you the double vision.
Yeah, the damn show will. Let me tell you about it.
You ain't lie about that. As I take yet another.
Mm-hmm. Sippy sip sip sip.
I don't know, but I feel like if that was the case, Hayward wouldn't be so hell bent on getting his sentient weapon back.
Yeah.
I feel like if she didn't actually take it. And I feel like Wanda flipping out because Monica was like, yo, he was trying to do something immediately. She was like, yo, I don't want to hear about that. Like, shut up. So I feel like she kind of already knew.
Shut that down.
And that's why she was there in the first place. She was like, yo, I know what y'all trying to do with Vision. I had a vision about it. And that's why it's double vision. And it was 2020 at that, when it was supposed to release. So now I'm trolling now. I think she knew about that, and Monica bringing that up was touchy.
Yeah.
Period. Yo, don't bring me back to that place. Don't do it.
Raz, I see you. I see you, Raz.
Yeah, don't do it. Agatha was on it.
Yeah. Hey, remix.
Right. Remix.
Maybe, just maybe. We'll see. Come by on afternoon and see what we got.
You want to get into this?
Let's get into this conversation and libation, man. We got about a good 10 minutes, and then we duck up out of her.
Yeah, we'll go through some of these super chats we got. If you'd like to pop in some more.
Mm-hmm.
But at the top for me, I got Keaton Haas with the $10 holler. He said, I told my mom she might like the first 2 episodes of WandaVision for the black and white sitcom feel. She told me she has now watched all the episodes and she's enjoying it without knowing Marvel. Now
that's what's up.
Is amazing, to be honest.
That's White Suge for you.
Oh, yes.
That is definitely.
Shout to White Suge.
Yep. White Suge. It's what's for dinner.
Mm-hmm. As long as you remember to snazz it up.
Right. With purple drink. For tune after that.
What else we got, man? Who else came in with that?
Got the main Cooler High with the $5 holler.
Appreciate you, man.
Feige is giving us trilogy movie time for 1/3 the money with no theaters. Money Rambo and Darcy the Dairy Queen for the win. I like that. Darcy the Dairy Queen. Hey, speaking of, everybody talk about Monica, but everybody see how thick my girl Kat Dennings was?
Hey, let me tell you something, man. Look, you better look. Let me tell you something. Kat Dennings might be my new crush, bro.
Hey,
like I had. Look, I'm just gonna say, man. When she was in that circus out. Look, I'm not even gonna say nothing. Let's keep it moving, cause I'm married and I'm gonna get in trouble.
Chains,
hey, look.
When she was tied up.
Hey, man, just be quiet. We ain't gonna talk. Look, Darcy.
Okay.
Hey, look. I'm here for Darcy.
We all here.
Mm-hmm.
We all here.
Mm-hmm.
Out Shula, you are here for Darcy.
I am here for Darcy now.
For sure.
Yeah, man. Honorary Wakanda citizen all day.
We see what kind of shit you on.
Oh yes, you will definitely see what kind of shit I'm on. Let me, man, just keep it rolling, please.
We got the man. We gonna go ahead and J Slide 805 into the
Mm-hmm.
499. He said, I think there may be a Wanda or Vision show, but not together. What about Wakanda Vision? Shuri brings Vision back to life.
Dopeness.
I like that, and you know, I feel like they're all gonna be connected. Period. Like, and I'm saying it, and that's why I drive home the fact that some of these could have a season 2. And I agree with you, Al, when we spoke last night. You said like Falcon and Winter Soldier might not have a season 2. It'd be kind of hard to spin that.
Yeah,
I can agree with that. But
the only thing that I don't want to have connected is Deadpool. I want Deadpool to be sitting there going, "Why don't I get to play with everybody?"
Oh, he's connected to everything. I think actually it'd be funny.
Oh, I know he is.
It turns out to be Deadpool. That's the huge reveal in the end.
Oh man,
He's
stop.
the one that messes up
all alone.
Right.
Man,
he blows that whole shit up. That'd be hilarious.
pretty much.
This is the main Second Street Marvel with the 499. He says, Vision fights Wanda for the minds of the townsfolk to be free. It's teased in the previews. This is our home. Then let's fight for it. Right. It is totally teased in there. And the way that they cut that, you're led to believe, because they also, I think they showed them holding hands like they were in Endgame before all hell broke loose.
Yeah.
You're led to believe that, you know, they're going to fight together for the town, because she's like, this is our town. But I really feel like he was talking to somebody else. He might have been talking to Monica.
Yeah.
Talking about the let's fight for it. And when they confront her, she's saying, this is our town. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
Agatha got full control over Wanda now. And, you know, that's who she's referring to when she said this is our town, and not Vision. Because, again, when he freed my man Norm or whatever, and he was like, you got to stop her. She's crazy. You got to stop her. Everybody thinks we're talking Wanda.
Right.
But now it could turn out he's actually talking about Agatha. He might actually have been able to decipher the difference.
Maybe.
You know, who's really doing it, and got us all thinking something else. All right, what we got next? We got let's see, no, that's me. Okay, so we got Trust Gang with the $5 holla.
Mm-hmm.
He said, best stream for nerdy content. Keep up the good work. Well, we will do our best, man.
Yes, we will. Yes, we will. Appreciate you, man.
Out. We gonna try our best. We got Lexi Winchester, new member. Welcome.
You are a Nerdventure now. Welcome.
We got LMI Music with the $5 holla. Thank you very much.
Appreciate that.
He says, the body never left. Why do you think Hayward sat there stunned when Vision came out of the Hex if he was so hell-bent on getting him back? Why didn't he? I would say because his comment saying...
Godfathers, right?
Nah, well, he could be. Hey, we could be.
Could very well be, man. I can.
ain't got no right to say
I can totally see it, and now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like,
Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
He said he really does want out. So I feel like, to me, it's like, how far did they get when they? Because my man was in pieces. Okay, he was on like what,
Right.
3 different tables. Head one here, leg there, arm here. Who's to say? Who's to say that he didn't implant something in Vision, and that's the reason why he's rebelling in the first place? He might have activated some kind of. He was able to track him. So obviously they did something to him. I don't know if they was able to track him because he's vibranium. I mean, there's a lot of different things, reasons why they could possibly be able to. But there's no saying he didn't implant a tracker in my man or some other kind of cybernetics in him, and that's the reason why he's so hell bent on getting back out of the Hex, because something that Hayward has turned on is drawing him out of it. We don't know. We have no idea.
No, we do not.
Very interesting, though. Very interesting. That Godfather could possibly be. Then we got Caleb Hudson with the $1.99.
Appreciate you.
ROTS, Anakin, or Wanda? Fight to the death.
Man,
That's you, Al. What do you think?
you know I'm going Anakin all day. You know I gotta go Anakin.
Man. I don't know.
ROTS Anakin main is like, look, he is that dude.
He just is.
He just is.
That's
He just
why
is.
That's why they're bringing in Mark Hamill to do it justice.
Yes.
It all comes back together. Like
She can have all the tricks in the world.
we had
all the tricks in the world.
All the tricks, like the cereal.
Yeah, she can have all the tricks and be like, well, "What you got? What you got, Anakin?" He pull his lightsaber and be like, "Just this."
Right, justice. You're stupid, man. What do I do with you?
I get it from you, sucker.
Well, glad it rubs off. You got the main Derek Wise with the $20 holler. Thank you very much.
Appreciate that, man.
He said, enjoyed the show, guys. Honestly, enjoying the TV show medium. They're using, like this proves you can create a more consistent story flow in their universe and maintain high quality with today's tech.
Yeah.
This is very, very true. Yeah, most definitely. I'm here for it, man. I'm always down to see technology get better.
Yes, 100.
Most def. Now this isn't a super chat, but I did want to bring this up because I had not thought of this, and this actually like could be what it is. But when it comes down to the military lady, the engineer, or whatever the case, Replenish it is in the two-way. He said everything is simpler to explain after double vision. He said the engineer military lady is her Skrull friend she grew up with.
Got it.
Intro to real villain.
That's been hinted at.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly, purposely, I didn't even think of that. To be completely honest,
Exactly.
Why she teased that up so much?
Right.
Because actually,
And looked so sly about it when she did it.
Yeah. Most
That's
definitely.
it.
I got a guy. I can see that because I got a guy is very gender neutral. People, okay. Just because somebody says I know a guy, don't mean it's a guy. And for some of you ladies, and sorry guys,
That's confusing.
Sorry, guys.
I'm sorry, but that's confusing.
It is very confusing. It's supposed to be.
The misdirect is real.
Right, I can walk into a room full of ladies and gentlemen and not say that. I can walk in and like, "What's up, guys?"
Yeah, but that's yeah.
Hey, he's a dude. She's a dude. We're all dudes.
We're all dudes.
Gender neutral, man. So I mean, it
All
could
good.
Be misdirect. Could totally do.
Definitely.
We got Andrew Kibo with the $5 holler. Thank you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "What are your thoughts on the kids and where they at?"
Where they at though?
What are you thinking?
Look, I told you, man. I think that this whole kid situation is probably, in my opinion, gonna be like the spawn of the mutants. I think this is where we start to see, and I don't know if it's like with the hex breaking down and them being imbued with the powers or being mutated, kind of the way that Monica was. But I definitely think the kids in general have a huge impact, or will have a huge impact on what happens moving forward. Too many clues for me, man, for me to say, nah, that ain't gonna be nothing.
My man, Bro Dolphin said the kids are deader than roadkill. Ouch. What they gonna do?
Well, on that note, I'll just say that I think the kid's gonna have us choked up tonight.
Uh-oh.
Man. We gonna see.
We gonna see. We definitely gonna see.
We gonna see it.
Let's see.
Yeah, man.
We got Jonathan Velasquez with the $2 holler. He said, "Did Josh sell Godfather HD cam for trading cards?"
I'm going away for that.
And look, he got so mad he vanished.
I still got the neon outline. It's just that after dark feel.
Oh yeah, man. He got that glow, man. He got that glow. That's what happened when you drinking that green drink, man. It started glowing on you.
Right. Let Godfather shine through. Listen, we gonna J slide one more again.
Yeah. Appreciate you.
Love, we appreciate that. He just
Oh
gave us
yeah.
$3.99 and bowed out gracefully. Thank you very much. We got Rebel X with the $2. He said, "Will Deadpool take over the cameos for Stan?" And I heard that it was rumored that he might. I heard he signed up on a big deal there. Besides doing the Deadpool movie, which is going to be rated R, by the way. Which I'm curious to see how they're going to release that. If it's going to be Marvel or maybe Resurrection of Fox, could be very possible. But yeah, it is rumored that he is supposed to kind of take over that mantle and Deadpool all through multiverses and all types of stuff. So that would be great. I'm not sure yet, but that would totally be great.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what I don't want to see there, though. I don't want to see White Shug. White Shug is pulling the strings behind the scenes. He doesn't need to have those cameos.
Oh no, I don't think we're gonna see him. That's why he's White Shug. He don't be dancing all in front of the camera trying to be all up in the movie.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why he's White Shug for sure.
Exactly.
Now I can see that happening over in WB. Over in
WB.
Nerd Venture, I got some shit.
Welcome back, Vengers, to the WB. Oh man, it's so time to go. We got a few more of these to get out the way. Who else we got?
Yeah, Whitney with the $5 holla. Thank you, man. She said, missed you guys. Missed you last week, guys. Glad to have you back. The Purples. She said, can you send us off tonight with that fire beat? Much love to everyone.
That's how you know. That's how you know Whitney is an OG. This is how you know she a rider. Because now she started to think on our same level. You know good and dead well we was going out on that beat. You know how we do. And real quick, I do want to say one more time, man. I appreciate all the well wishes, the messages, the DMs, people hitting me up, wanting to know if everything was good. Your boy's fine. Wasn't nothing health-wise. I felt like fair is beautiful for a minute. People was reaching out to me so much. I'm good, man. The health was fine. We just had the Texas situation down here, threw some things off. Had a death in the family, so I had to deal with that, man. But appreciate all the well wishes, man. I thank everybody that reached out. Shout to everybody that was showing love in the chats and asking for your boy. But please believe we will be back on schedule moving forward. We here. We are most definitely here.
You have definitely arrived.
The people.
We are here for the people.
Yes, we are.
So appreciate that, man.
Then we got the bodacious Black Bat with the $5 holla asking me. She said, Lavis, I need a quick few bars on that Agatha All Along remix on tonight's outro.
Challenge.
I will take that into heavy consideration, but I may say this. It may have inspired me to possibly write a few bars. It may have inspired me to possibly write bars. I've been in retirement. I'm more of a local legend where I am. I did do music for a while, and this might have brought me out just for a taste. Just for a taste. But I probably won't stay out very long.
Oh man.
Daniel Fisher with the $5. He said,
appreciate you.
And he hit us with them After Dark in the Purple.
Mm-hmm.
Sir. And last but not least, we're gonna J Slide one more time. We got to make him a song. Somebody break out R. Kelly. Let's make a J Slide song.
There you go.
$3.99. He said Wanda broke the fourth wall. DP cameo last episode. He's calling it now.
Yep, look at him. Own it. Own it.
I don't know. I ain't gonna say no to it.
Mm-hmm.
Up. We see Dirt Wizard coming through. The last one with the $4.99.
Yes.
Tommy Banana and Bodacious Black Bat for best green names. Ooh. Well, we all having that I believe the homie Adam Fanjexture is doing that Golden Globe show on Sunday.
Oh yes, be sure to check that out.
There might be a little small section in there for best YouTube names.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to win that. I'm #1 nomination. Besides, now I see Tommy Banana and Bodacious Black Bat have entered. We shall see. Might be some runnings in there.
No doubt.
Who knows? I keep forgetting I gotta talk loud.
There you go. But hey, like we always say,
yes, sir.
It's that time.
It is.
You don't have to go home, but you got to get the hell up out of here,
sir.
Oh, let me get it real quick. Proxy. Last minute $4.99 Super 2-way said Agatha All Alone remix featuring Al Shiesty and Lurkin Lavas. Man, don't that make us sound like some unsavory characters though?
It does.
I don't know.
I don't know, man.
Sound like two dudes that'll sell you a mixtape that got 10 seconds on it, and the rest of it is a dub over.
Right. Oh yeah, now they include you, Godfather, but we already know. you like the homie and home improvement behind the fence.
That's it. That's it, man.
There you
Selling
go.
Home Depot commercial.
But look, it's been absolutely real being
Yes,
back
it
with
has.
the peoples. We appreciate y'all, and we will most certainly catch you in the next episode. Now, let's go ahead and kick it.
Hey yo, DJ, hit me.
Yeah, yeah. Nah, I ain't gonna do it. They ain't ready for it.
Maybe I might drop. That witch.
Not
Man,
Sparky.
not Sparky, man. Not Sparky. That's just so wrong, man.
You know why she did it?
Why she do it?
A voice I heard was like, "Finish him."
Oh man. Then wait, but then I guess when she did it, it was like,
Yep. Didn't even fight back.
no, not even a little bit, man.
Perfect.
Flawless victory.
It's all right. We're gonna stop her one day when we out here and we nerve every day.